podcast, Nintendo. We got to talk about that Nintendo Direct because it was a little appetizer for the main course is going to be next week that we're talking about. And we got our full cast here today. We got Neil Ness. He's in the chat, but he's going to be coming here soon because, he might be at the bank doing some stuff. So,
shame on him, man. Like our credit score has gone down at least about a good, like 80 points with his absence. So he need to hurry up and get it.
I know, right?
My FICO score can't take it anymore, man. Can't take it.
Hey, we need when Neil Ness is on the chat or on the podcast, our credit score goes up by 25 points. Hey, maybe next week be 100 points. So shit, man. What's up, everybody? Let's start out. And guess what? Watch what happens, y'all. When I do this, Saturn. Look, I told you. Look, she's never ready. She's never ready, y'all. She's never ready. Who, me? What's up, girl? She's muted too. Look, you muted.
Oh, you muted, Saturn.
You muted. Look, she don't know she's there. She muted.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
we can't hear you, girl. You're getting excited, but we can't hear you.
Okay, I just said hi. I'm excited to be here. And Tomodachi Life, I cannot wait. I'm so
Wait a minute, you're
a fan of that? Oh,
Tomodachi Life?
Yeah. I've never played on DS, so I'm actually excited to finally try it.
All right, cool. I let that picture there at the end. It was like, I was like, that was really creepy, but pretty funny. I can see why you like it.
Well, actually, that makes sense because you really like Animal Crossing, so I guess those two will kind of intersect with one another. That makes sense.
And also, welcome to chat too. Also, guys, in the chat tonight, all super chats will be read. Your biggest super chat will be the sponsor of the podcast. You can call yourself King, Queen. Just call yourself special. And this special, A Omega. What's up, bro?
What's going on with you people? Happy Friday's Eve. Hope y'all are having a good day. I am still over here grinding on that Xenoblade Chronicles X. I have not let this leave my bedside since last week when it came out. So everything's good, man. He's over here, over here playing some open world stuff, exploring some alien yams, don't judge me. But yeah, we good, man. We good.
That's good, man. And we got our boy, Zelda Hat Guy. What's up, man?
Happy Friday Eve, people. I have not been playing any video games. The great purge of 2025 has begun, man. And so I would tell you, don't be afraid to get rid of stuff. I took crazy stuff out of here because my room is small. And we gotta consolidate.
Dude, I'm telling you that right now, man. Like we was talking about in the chat and stuff. Like all of us has kind of agreed. We got a lot of stuff, a lot of games, a lot of so. It's time to spring clean, get some stuff out. I made some money this weekend selling a lot of stuff I got from GameStop that clothes and stuff. I sold I had y'all saw all that stuff in the chat. I just put the pictures out. Man, I cleaned my whole attic out. Got all down to I kept 8 or 9 boxes or something like that. I kept a lot of system boxes, important papers, documents and stuff like that, and just cleaned up my whole attic. I mean, it was crazy. And then Zelda, you sold, it was like, man, I gotta get some of this stuff out of here. It feels so much better. Yeah. And when I did that, I did a whole spring cleaning in my house. Everything.
How it starts. Yep. You start doing a few things. It's damn, I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't need that. Yes. Man, that's what I'm doing myself too.
I took 3 totes of stuff to Game Exchange, and it was stuff I was thinking about throwing away. But I was kind of surprised. Really? Yeah, I'm surprised. I took a bunch of strategy guides, pops that I don't have room for, some Nintendo Powers, and then some really old consoles, and I got a surprising amount of cash for that stuff. So look what this dude doing. Thank you, Ness. Only no, I'm kidding.
only $5, you cheapskate. Only $5. It's only B2B up. He's such
I guess I gotta make it rain a little bit for that, You only do my $5.
There you go. That's it.
There you go, man.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's the wee little bit, bro. How dare you?
Hey, and before we get started, y'all go make sure y'all hit my boy up. Zelda Hat Guy. He got a new video. Share a screen real quick. Show his new video that came out just as we went live. He's been putting more videos out, y'all. So look at this. If my stuff will load up, but anyway, it won't load it right now. But and last week too, he talked about his NES set that he finished. So go out and check out his good content. He got a lot of good stuff, man. You know, much better than like Neo Ness adding $5 to the chat, but we appreciate it, bro. And Pretro, we got some people, Project Retro Games, Wired Nerdy Podcast, which they sent your boy this beautiful cup right here that I got some tequila and Dr. Pepper
nice
in.
looking. I like that.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. It's a real nice cup right here. It's really nice. Only thing is, I told them, hey, I ain't tell them, but they know it's now. Like the top on this Joker, it fell off. It just separated for some dang reason. Like, and thank you. Project Retro Games. He said, look, he said just to beat this. He said just to beat this.
Hey man. Hey, shout out to you, bro.
He just prices right at you, basically, bro.
Yeah, he just prices right at you.
He said $4.99. $4.99. I got $5 on that.
Oh, hilarious. And that was, yeah, y'all go check out Zelda Hat Guy. Go check him out. Zelda, make sure you put a link to your channel in the chat. But go check his your video's been doing good, man. Like I really enjoyed the NES video. Now you talking about the EverDrive, so I can't wait to go look at that one. Your thumbnail game getting better, man. Everybody
I can't take credit
on
for
the
that.
chat.
Here's how I make thumbnails. I open up Canva, and after about 5 minutes, I get pissed off, and then I just text Ness, and I'm like, "Hey, here's a picture of me. Send me something back," and that's what happened.
Hey, well, that's good, dude. Hey, you gotta start somewhere, man.
I can't take credit for it. That's Ness all the way for that thumbnail. So,
and ladies and gentlemen, too, before we get our topics, I'm gonna do a full video on this, but right now I'm gonna put myself pretty big. I got a brand new iPhone case called the Game Baby. The Game Baby is this right here. This is a Nintendo-esque, Game Boy-esque phone case. So all you gotta do is cut face on the back. You know, you got the right here. What you do is, and this is the most difficult part about this case, right? Is taking it off. But as I've been using it for the last week, I've been learning it. It's pretty difficult to get off. Okay, there you go. So do that, and go to you have the Delta app. Go to the Delta app, and you pick a Game Boy game you want to play. Right? You got to download their little skin. Then if you press that in, then you can play. Physical button right there.
I like that because I remember you showing pictures of it, but I didn't know it fit like that though. And that's dope. I like that.
Yep, I see.
And actually worked. Hey, I like that. What type of phones does that fit for? Is it like specific
and this
iPhone,
phone,
Android?
Right now, it fits for the iPhone 15 and 16 plus. They actually sent me extra one, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one. I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one right now. But a review's coming soon. I've been using it for a week. I want to use it for a whole week. But it's really great. Here's the website. You can actually get one of these right now. If you have an iPhone, you can get it for $24.99. It ships and it's pre-ordered. So, but I am testing it. Early bird offer $24.99. It's actually really, really nice. I like it. I got 15. For the iPhone 15 Pro Max and 16 Pro Max, and it makes it got physical buttons when you're using like the Delta app. And let me go back right here real quick and show you guys. Like the physical buttons are like right here. So it's kind of like those touch sensitive buttons, like when you use a pen on the iPad, like the iPad pen push things like that. So they made something like that to go with your iPhone on your case. And once you break the case in and learn how to pull it on and off, it's really, really, really nice. So I'm gonna be working with the team, talking about some stuff. I know a few of the creators might have these in their hands right now, but definitely want to show you on the podcast first, where we always break news and stuff. And one more thing about news: Retro Fighters is now a sponsor of the podcast. If you want to get, that's right. If you want to get you discount on a Retro Fighters controller, all you gotta do is type in the code right way, and you would definitely get, I think, 10% off. So definitely. And also, we're gonna be doing giveaways. They're gonna be sending me a package soon, so we're gonna be doing giveaways of nice controllers. They're sending me something in. I don't know what they're sending me in, but as soon as I get the box in, that podcast, we will be giving stuff away. So
hey, shout out to them, man. Especially that N64 controller they got. Hey, I don't know about y'all, but the original one, I think that thing is that thing's an abomination. Y'all can hate on me as much as y'all want. I hate that thing to this very day. So shout out to them. They make the best, secondary, or I would say primary N64 controller. So yeah, go shop with them. And yeah.
That's good, you there, man. That it is great. And he made the thumbnail. That's good, man. To track me. Yeah, Ness is at his dollars track me. He's not at the bank, but he'll be here probably an hour or so. He'll get in. So let's get into this Nintendo Direct. We're gonna be talking about the Nintendo Direct with some other things. We'll be weaving in and out of it. But yeah, that Nintendo Direct was let's go around. Everybody who's seen the Direct, what do you give it out of A through F? What would you give it? Zelda, what do you give it?
I give it like a C plus. They didn't really show anything that we didn't already know was coming outside of like Tomodachi Life. It was a pretty cool trailer for Metroid Prime 4 to see some more of Samus's abilities, but overall, I think they're just really waiting for a week from now. They don't want to go too hard until they do their actual Switch 2 Direct. I think that's where the real meat and potatoes is going to come from. I give it a good C plus.
Okay, Mega, what you think?
I think I already touched a little bit on this in the chats, but I pretty much saw this as a throwaway for the most part because we already know what's coming next week. So I gave it a 6 out of 10. So that would equate to what, like probably like a C minus or something like that. Yeah, probably around the C minus range. Wasn't too much that we had already haven't seen before. Minus like the Tamagotchi stuff and that one Marvel game that's coming out that's being made by the same team that made Shredder's Revenge. Now that was really cool. So yeah, that
I love that.
Yeah, that got points on my end. Kudos to that. And Metroid Prime 4. So I would say for me, those are the biggest two takeaways. And then granted, we heard about this a day before it was announced. So again, that's
just
yeah. So it's like we already know what's happening next week. So that's why they're pretty much trying to get out of heads. Like, all right, this is some of the stuff that we can just put out. Because we don't want this to be shadowed by the stuff that's happening next week. So let's just go and get it out. People can already see what's coming out for like the later Twilight years for the Switch 1. And yeah, we on the bigger and better things. So next patch for Switch 2, man. So yeah, that's why I give it. Give it a good old 6.5 out of 10.
Saturn, boom.
He's like, you know what's coming.
So,
you know what's coming.
This time I knew. This time I was ready. I think if I were to give it a grade, I would give it a B. I was expecting just a little bit more, which would have been Nintendo Online. That's what I'm most excited about. Unfortunately, they did not tell us that they're going to bring back the DS. They didn't tell us they're going to bring back the GameCube. So I have to knock points down. Tomodachi Life, I'm excited for that. Pokemon, I wanted to see more and I got to see more. So that's exciting, even though still a little bit sad that we're stuck in the city because it takes the charm away from traveling, right? Other than that, I think finally I've been proven wrong. Some of the indie games look pretty good because that one with the witch, I'm sorry, but I'm going to get it.
Yeah, I liked it. I saw that. That was really
it was so cute. I'm so getting that one.
The DuckTales one, like the one reminded us of DuckTales, I thought that looked pretty good too.
The witch one, the
moment. Oh, hey, hold on. Neil Ness said his daughter got first in the 4x100. That's how you say it? 4 times 100? I don't know how you say it.
Yeah, I think it's like
the 100-meter dash.
Is that 100-meter dash? That proud dad moment. That's good, man. Congratulations.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Good.
Condolences and celebrations. But I would say for me, for that witch game, anytime I hear the word tuition, I'm like, nah, I'm straight. I don't want to hear anything about tuition, man. No, sir. I was like, nah, I'm good.
He said a 4x100. Okay, cool.
A 4x100. Okay.
Nice. That's great. So, me, I will give it a B too because I give it a B minus because I know I wasn't expecting anything. I did expect to announce the Kirby, but I shouldn't expect that. This is my thing. Anytime I go to Nintendo Direct now, Yeah, I do not expect. I go in with super low expectations. So when they show gameplay of Metroid Prime 4, I said, "Oh shit! All right, this is what's up," you know. And I guess we'll start in Metroid Prime 4 because, man, Metroid Prime 4 was like that was pretty freaking amazing, you know.
And
Man, they showed that.
I was saying, can I just say for the note that they first showed that in 2017. I remember it was before the summer, and it was a JPEG image. So shout out that it only took 8 years and some change, and a whole new console generation. We finally here. So yeah, shout out to Nintendo.
I think they scrapped. They had another studio working on it, and they scrapped it.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
that happened. Yeah,
I think it was like Bandai or something like that was making it.
They had so basically what happened was Nintendo got pissed off at this company because they wasn't doing their job. They said, "You about to lose your job." And Nintendo told them people, "Hey, if you get that, you know." But Nintendo fired these folks, and they were like, "You know what? We are not having this." So they fired them, scrapped everything, and now they got the game now. So I don't know if you guys can see this. Well, we're gonna try to play this right here. Can y'all see this? All right,
yes,
we can see it.
Can see it and hear it just good too.
So this is, I guess, this is what we already saw last week. I mean, so like a couple months ago. But this game is going to be on the Switch 1 and the Switch 2.
I think they'll do that with a lot of games, similar to what Xbox and PlayStation did with kind of like smart delivery, where it still comes out on both to give people time to upgrade. So it wouldn't surprise me if we see a lot of games doing that.
We'll look at this one right here. So we'll put Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. So what I liked about this, right, is look at these levels, right, man. This is like, I'm sorry, I can't. It's a StreamYard thing, y'all. Sorry about that. Let me do that one more time because I was looking at it and it wasn't for you guys. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. But the art looks great. I love that purple. It is like beautiful. And then like look at this. It kind of gave me like a Star Wars vibe a little bit. You know, all these new powers that she's getting. Let's try to fast forward through this because I hope Nintendo don't say anything to me. But
yeah, they are very notorious.
But look at this right here. This is not running on the Switch 1. This could not be running on the first Switch. This is not. This is not This is not Switch 1 graphics. I do not think.
Yeah, there was a few people like the first trailer that you showed. There was a few people that was last year. When they first showed it, it was like, this looked a little too good to run on Switch 1. I don't know about that. So that may be running on updated hardware, man, because it was definitely running at 60 from what I can see. So,
and then I want to get to this part right here where she gets these like psychic powers. Like that is like dope. Like, look at this right here. It's scanning. This is good. This looks really, really good. I wonder what the story is going to be. Like the gameplay, it looks really the gameplay is dope. But then I want to see where's it at? Yeah, the psychic abilities. Look at this. This right here reminds me of Star Wars and stuff.
Using like force abilities and stuff.
Yeah, like the force. It's like Metroid Prime Force Awakens.
It'll be interesting to see how that's used to solve puzzles and such.
Yeah, I know, right? Look at that.
Yeah, mainly when it comes to like new abilities and stuff like
that right there.
Everybody thinks about. Yep, it's the puzzle solving aspect. So that'd be really interesting to see how that's implemented. And
then with the surprise at the end.
Oh, you already know. She always gotta get that bat suit. Yeah.
What kind of suit is that?
I really do like that one though. Like compared to I don't know how you guys feel about the one she had in Dread, but I wasn't too much of a fan of that one. But
the one at the end that she got, or like
the one at the very beginning that she started off with, the one that was like it was red towards the center and she had the blue arms and stuff like that. Like I wasn't like that one. I mean, yeah, like it was. I don't know because I don't know if it's the graphic. I don't know if it's the graphic design person to me. But I was looking, I was like, that's kind of like a race car to me. So it's I don't know. So. At least that's the feeling they got on me. But yeah, this one, I do like the new suit she has in Prime 4. Like I'm really digging it.
Yeah,
I dig the aesthetics.
I really think like Nyx this generation is gonna be weird. It's definitely coming on the Switch one, right? But I think it's gonna be struggling on the Switch, on the first Switch. It's gonna be, it's not. I think it's gonna run the same way Breath of the Wild ran. Not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I think it's gonna be running like that. Sometimes it's gonna have a lot of frame drops, and then Switch 2 is gonna be like, yes, here I go, full, and they go.
Tears ran pretty good, man. Tears ran.
Yeah, it didn't run bad, but you could tell it was like, it run better if it was on the better system.
For sure. Yeah.
Like I think when this comes out, I think it's gonna like. Do y'all think it's gonna come out day and day, or you think it's gonna be like the Switch 2 first, then it's gonna be released later on the Switch? How do you think?
I mean, they might just go. They might just probably go about the same way they did with Breath of the Wild for the Switch and the Wii U. I mean, just release them day and date. I mean, because the install base is what, almost. No, I think it passed 150 million. So yeah, it's like 150 million plus. So I really don't see the need for like having a staggered release. I mean, I would just go ahead and just release it on the one that has the highest install base, which is Switch 1, and then day one on Switch 2. For the people who are getting the Switch 2 day one, because contrary to belief, a lot of people don't upgrade day one. Some people wait to see if it's actually worth it. So you got Switch 1, buy it on Switch 1. If you got Switch 2, hey, you get yourself a free upgrade for it. So that's at least what I see them doing.
Yeah, I agree. I think Megan hit it spot on. I think it's going to be just like Breath of the Wild. And I mean, that's a crazy good launch title on Metroid. A new Metroid Prime as a launch title for the Switch 2. I mean, that'll sell the system itself.
And you really ain't got to do too much too. All you got to do is just show the difference of how it runs on Switch 1 and 2, and I mean that's it. So,
and then they talking about like earlier in the week, it was reported about the staggered release of the Switch 2. They were talking about first is going to do first party games, and then second is going to do third party, and then they're going to do a full out blitz during the fall or during the holiday. So, I mean, just hearing first party games for the release of the Switch 2 is crazy. I really do think. Well, now I'm in a different spot than I was when the Switch first came out. But like, I really do think I'm gonna get every single title they can release. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna be like saving that in, even if it's $70, because there's gonna be so many good titles. You got Mario, you got Metroid Prime 4. You're gonna have some surprising bangers. It's gonna at least be about 10 to 15 games probably released when it comes out. And if that's 10 to 15 first party games, I mean, what you gonna need until Grand Theft Auto if it released this year? Which I still think it might release this year. But what are you gonna do?
And that's just for the stuff that we know about, because they're definitely saving a lot of their bigger stuff for next week. So I think it's gonna be like an hour direct or something like that. So that's gonna be really interesting to see how that plays out. So that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rob. He said he just wanted to see his name on the screen. God,
man, he just want to see his name so we can make it rain. That's what I'm talking about. we already almost up to $20, man. So shout out to y'all.
Oh, thank you, everybody. It seems like everybody's even, so we get Retro Raw, Neil Ness, and Project Retro Games. Project Retro Games is spooking it up by 1 cent, but it's thank you so much. I appreciate you guys donate to the channel or something like that. Reading everything. He said, "Make it rain, man." He made it rain, all right.
Man, we gonna have a donate off pretty soon, man. We only 30 minutes in, so shout out to y'all.
Yeah, no, right. And what you were saying? I'm sorry. Zelda, you was talking. I'm sorry. I just got
man, I lost my whole train of thought after I saw a donation. I know, right? I don't remember what I was gonna say, but I mean, I'm Rose. Sorry, I think that Nintendo will spend a little bit of time talking about the features of the Switch 2, because I mean, it is just a sequel to the Switch, so we'll see whatever the new stuff is, and I think that they're just gonna start flooding us with games. If they have great launch titles, I mean, it'll put them far in front of their competitors for this console generation. Especially if they do anything beyond Metroid 4, right? This is kind of the era of remakes, so there's a lot of remakes that they could have in the chamber that would just make people go nuts. Like they did Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons in the same way they did Link's Awakening, I will lose my shit.
I will like that. I will
Dude,
like that.
I will absolutely lose my shit.
I still need to go back and get that game. Because like, thank you, Socrates, for gifting one membership. He said get the one membership to somebody. So whoever got that membership, let us know. You'll be able to have your name on the screen when you chat, just like Socrates did. Thank you so much. So dude, I guess I need to get that game. It's still $50, you know. It's
still, how much?
It's still $50. It's still $50. It ain't going down.
And Seasons are? Like
no. The one on the Switch.
Link's Awakening. Yeah.
Link's Awakening. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shoot,
I wish for 2 games with $50 in the box.
Yeah.
Boy.
I was like, wait, what?
I know Saturn. She's looking for those. She be looking for those games.
Oh, the Oracle Ages and Seasons.
Yeah. I have, and they're overpriced in the box. So
how much are we talking?
Yeah, and he has them sealed. On top of that,
these are not sealed. Oh no, we're not. I'm not nest levels of game collectors. These are just
Chinese. I'm like, it looks like
they just still have some of the cellophane on them. They're open.
Okay. So for those, they go like almost. Sometimes I don't know. I've seen some prices that are over 200 Canadian. Some are less.
Oh my god!
But with shipping, it goes up to more than 200 Canadian per game, and I'm not happy about that. I've been trying to get Minish Cap as well, and that's another battle because it doesn't come in boxes. Like it's all overpriced, just the cartridge, and I'm like, no, we want the box.
That's crazy.
Wait,
what?
If you pay that much, I don't need the box. That's insane.
I'm gonna go to Goodwill and I'm gonna find all 3 of those games for like $3 a piece.
Yeah, I know, and I'm gonna be hella mad when you do it. Fine.
Yeah, I told Steve, I was like, yeah, he probably might. I was like, man, if you find this this Gauntlet Dark Legacy, I was like, man, let me know that shit.
Oh no, if I find it for y'all, I will give it to y'all for what I paid it for it. Like Zelda won a game I got. I'm like thinking about if I do get rid of it, I just give it to him what I paid for it. You know.
Let your boy know.
Yeah, he said. I didn't even know you wanted it. He said, "Oh, you getting rid of it?" I said, "I don't know yet," because I told when I had some the games I sell, I either sell because I have a double, or if I can emulate it, and it don't mean that much. So I had some Final Fantasy games and another game, and I sold those right locally. And the game that I got went up. Well, it's like $150 game. And I told dude, said, no, I ain't budgeting for this because it's mint. It's really kind of mint. And he didn't want it. So okay, I just put it back in my collection. But they're like, man, you still? I said, no. I said, but I'll give it to you what I paid for it. So, you know.
Does it have like the watch and all that came with it too?
No, that's not it. It has the I showed it last week on stream, but it has everything else and stuff, you know.
Oh, okay, that's right. It's
it had like
it's clean document, bro. It's clean.
Yeah, it's clean. Because I'm still thinking on keeping it. So if I ever do let it go, you be the first one to go to.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Wired Nerdy Podcast, with the cup and also the $4. Thank you so much. Did you reload yet, Megan?
Boy, reload, man. I got plenty of look. I got stacks on me, all right. So I never need to reload like that, man. This thing holds countless of dollars in it, all right, man. So I don't need to reload as much, but I do need to clean this bitch up though. Like it's we're not even an hour in. We're not even an hour in, and that's like what the fourth
$40 right there. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's already 4. Hey man, I'm gonna need y'all to chill out a little bit, all right?
No, don't chill out. Keep on going, man. Appreciate y'all guys.
I'm gonna have to reload.
You know what?
Eventually.
I'm waiting for somebody to steal that on another podcast. I'm waiting for somebody to steal that.
Oh, you already know. You already know what's gonna happen, man. Hey, look,
yeah, that's like the biggest. They been watching.
That's like the biggest form of flattery right there. It's like, oh, now y'all want to make it rain. All right, I see how y'all do it. Yeah. But y'all don't do it over here, like. But y'all don't do like we do over here. I actually invested, got to sell my money gun, so I want to see y'all do big things over here, like we be doing. So.
Hey, you need to if you come to any like meets and stuff like that, you need to bring that. Just bring it.
Oh, I definitely am. And then I got it might either be for next podcast or after that. I got something else that's gonna blow y'all minds. How I plan on doing this is I'm not gonna spoil it, so y'all just have to watch next week, the week after next. So I gotta make sure I gotta make sure I got enough room to install it. So y'all gonna see.
Oh man,
that's hilarious.
I do it for
Yeah,
y'all.
Richard Ross said thank you. Yeah, bro, thank you, man. He said Mega got the stacks, them skits on Phil Spencer pays the bills. Yeah, Mega, hey, his skit is good. Everybody on the podcast got something very unique to them. We're trying to get somebody else to show their uniqueness. The Who Me right here, you know. Trying to get her yeah, we trying to get her because hey, if y'all ain't seen her stuff, she's a badass artist. She can draw her ass off. I'm like, God damn, draw me something. Shit, maybe a logo or something. God dang, help a mother out. God, leave. But she can really
I've been on a
do
hiatus. I'm sorry. It's just Monster Hunter's taking my time.
Still Monster Hunter?
I won't stop. The DLC's coming out next week. I took time off. I won't stop.
You said what now?
There's a DLC that's coming out next week.
Mm-hmm.
And then because of that, I took time off. So
yeah,
a long weekend of grinding.
I don't blame her because I get like that too. I haven't drawn anything in like damn near 2 years. I need to start like doing that after I got because Saturn. Do you use a graphics tablet when you draw, right?
Sorry?
You use a graphics tablet like a one with a screen, like a Wacom or Bamboo or something like that for your art?
I have a Wacom. I don't use it. I don't know why I don't use it. It's just sitting there.
Yeah,
I paid. I'm gonna like. I use my iPad.
I paid top dollar for this. I ain't used bitch in like 2 years.
That's
so I need to start
the
doing
thing. I paid like 1.2 or 1.3 grand for mine, and I don't
pay how much? Oh my god!
Holy
damn!
And I never use it. I paid for it, and I'm like, you know what? You're just gonna sit there because I have an iPad, and I'd rather use the iPad.
That's crazy. It's crazy how the iPads replace a lot of stuff.
It has.
iPad costs more money. It was like 1.4 for the iPad for such a.
I keep forgetting, yeah, like y'all price over there, man. I would cry if I had to buy them.
Look at this here, y'all talk about me. Hey, but also to just getting back to the direct too with something interesting, and I'm not gonna say worrying, but this right here, y'all, the virtual game card. That is crazy, right? Did y'all see about this?
Yeah, that caused some conversation online too, from what people were saying.
It was weird to me, but
like, what's the point?
It lets you people borrow games, I guess.
I don't want people to borrow my games. Just take my Switch and give it back. That's all.
So basically, you got something to download it. You can make a virtual game card, eject it, let somebody use it on your account, or switch it to another Switch once it's loaded in.
But the thing about that is
but it's for digital games only, though.
Yeah, because I think you may have talked about this, Zelda, but like, what's the difference between like you doing that and just giving them a physical cartridge? Because this, if I remember correctly, you still have to connect to the system that you're allowing that to do. So you still have to be within proximity of the original system, do it one time. I'm like, that's the case. Why don't you just let the person borrow the physical games? You gotta do all that. So that's
if they
because it's not like PlayStation and how you can do like a friend share account. You don't have to be in the same like state.
Oh, it's a 2 week
country.
Grailbound Gaming says it's a 2 week limit to let you borrow a game.
Yeah, 14 days. It's crazy. What are you supposed to do with Legend of Zelda in 14 days?
Okay,
like, you have Breath of the Wild, you cannot even dance the game in 14 days.
I didn't read the whole docket. I didn't even know that was a thing. 2 weeks, nah, bro. You might as well just let them borrow the cartridge at that point. I didn't even buy your damn game. I'm like,
hey, I wish we had this shit back in the day, man. Shit, like, motherfucker, get my game back.
Oh, you ain't running off with my game. Let me get my shit back.
Hey, and joining us real quick, y'all. We got the good doctor joining in. Now he might be a little pissed because he had to take care of some property. You all right, man?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you hear him. You hear his voice. He already kind of pissed. He like, yeah, I'm right.
No, man, it's like one of those things. Like in the last 2 weeks, okay, I got like this little couple of acres that's like right over in like this little industrial part of town, and a couple of weeks ago, somebody dumped a couch. I was like, all right, whatever, I'll go pick it up, get rid of it appropriately, whatever. Well, we got another one dumped the other day, and I was just like, look, I am done with this shit. So went and got some, fence posts, put them up, strung some, chain and cable and stuff across it, put the whole entire, like, do not trespass, violators will be prosecuted. Put a little trail cam up and everything, it's like you're on camera now. So if somebody's stupid, I'm going to come and get you. So we'll see how it all works out.
So, man, we was talking about, right now, we're talking about the virtual game card. We can get you talking about, what did you, real quick, don't take over the whole conversation. And what do you think? Did you see the direct? Did you watch it?
I saw the direct, and I thought it was, decent, whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, I'm kind of like, okay, if it's an easier way of sharing games in a household, I'm all for it. So I think that the game card thing, if it's done right, can actually be a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking like it's a house thing. It's not like, yeah, I'm gonna let you or like Mega or say somebody borrow my game. But I mean, you know what though? I think the virtual card, borrowing the game is like, hey, should I buy this game? Well, here, borrow it for 2 weeks and see, or 14 days to see if you like it, and then give it back. I think that'd be good.
Can you extend the time you let someone borrow it though? Like if they're playing Zelda and 2 weeks comes by, you just automatically get your game back?
I think so.
Interesting.
Like what it's showing right here on screen, though. It's like you got.
I wonder if it's like limited to like one time. It's all right if you let somebody borrow your game. Is only that one time for 14 days, or is it? You already got 2 free weeks off of it. You want it, you better buy it yourself, you broke motherfucker. Like that type of stuff. Like
that's what I want to know. Because it's
that'd be
like,
crazy if it was.
Like Sony has like the thing where you can like play a game for a certain period of time. Steam does something similar.
Right,
and then that type of thing. So I don't know how. How is it going to work? Really, like, so that like let's say it's a family of 4, right? And then you buy one copy of the game, but it's a co-op game, so that, like you and the rest of the family can play off that one game. That would be pretty dope. Not gonna lie. Or if you got 4 roommates, right? Like each person buys one game, but you can share it amongst the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something.
That's why I changed my icon to red, because I'm pissed off.
But you make a good point, though. You definitely make a good point for sure.
Because I do. You also too. I do think this is another way for, say, Nintendo. A lot of people going to dump their first generation Switches or the OLED stuff for the Switch too. I'm keeping my Switch, but it upgrade. But I think a lot of people are going to do this, like, oh, hey, let me just dump all my old games into the Switch too, transfer, an easier way to transfer, I guess,
Yeah.
It just, it's nice, but it's like, it's like, okay, that all virtual future is on its way. And now Nintendo threw their cards on the table and like, hey, this is how we're going to do it. And it's like, okay, so, it's up, Edwin said it sounds like a flash drive, but with limitations. Yeah, it's like the Blockbuster and start translating PS14.
I can't wait until the hackers get a hold of it and figure out how to get unlimited copies of games.
You literally just read my mind. I was just thinking about that.
I mean, because like how they have the MIG switch little carts that you can load games onto. So if they figured that out, I'm certain they'll be able to figure this out. And it's like, once you get this down, I mean, bro, it's like, because what's it going to take to be able to spoof a Switch that's in your quote unquote, friends group, family, whatever, however they have it set up. And then you could just, literally have access to the entire library. So this may be one of those things where it's like, you might not want to upgrade, like buy a couple of these Switches, don't upgrade the firmware, just leave them in the closet, wait for the hacking community to come out with it. Because I mean, those then become worth a lot of money because people will want them with the unmodified firmware, like the original, launch firmware and all kinds of stuff. So I'm not encouraging obviously any kind of bootleg anything, but I'm just saying it's like you can sell your legitimate Switch to somebody who may want it for nefarious purposes.
Yeah, it could be the PSP all over again, right? Remember how that went?
Oh, dude, it's like once they figured out, the little battery thing, and then it's like, it was so funny because it's like back in the day, there used to be a website called maxconsole.com. And this was like,
I remember that.
Like back in the day before it turned into the like dark web storefront. But it's like, you would meet people on there that were on the forums, and it's like, hey, does anybody have a modified PSP or a battery or whatever? And they'd be like, yeah, meet me at like, Barnes and Noble at like 12 o'clock on Saturday. And then you would go there, and like some sketchy dude with like a battery would be like, hey, yo, this is how you do it. And they like hook everything up, and boom, they just, put you into developer mode. And I was just like, man.
I think back in the day too, when I was in co I think we did that too. Like I think we had
Everybody did.
We had that. We had the 3DS carts. We had all
3DS
kinds of stuff back in the day.
Oh, the 3DS cards. I remember those.
And we was trading at the GameStop too. It was so funny. Like, oh, you need a GameStop, and just put it in with like.
It was trading those in.
Oh yeah, man.
No, not trading them in. We would just like meet up there, like, hey, switch this out real quick,
Oh, okay.
We used to always joke around that they sold 80 million PSPs in 7 games because everybody just pirated them. You know what I mean? Like nobody bought PSP games, which is sad because there's a great library. Mine was just a portable emulator. That's what I used mine for.
Yep.
I mean,
that's
it been so. That was like the amazing thing. Like the PSP when it got hacked, it was like, oh, I can play Nintendo on here and stuff. I mean, of course you can play Nintendo games on here and stuff, but I want to play PSP stuff, and get those games and they run, and you're like, oh, PSP don't make no noise.
I think a lot of feelings are going to get hurt though when the new PlayStation Portable, like actual, like, dedicated hardware, not just a streaming device, but like an actual, PSP successor or Vita successor comes out. It's going to be nice, and I think Sony, if Sony can figure out a way to shrink down like the PS5 innards to fit into a handheld, man, they would absolutely be stacking money at that point.
Yeah.
So also too on the Nintendo Direct is somebody's favorite game. We're gonna talk about it real quick. Add to the stage. When she talked about Richbrook, which was really pretty cool. I actually think this game right here is gonna look freaking amazing. I know Saturn, we was talking about this earlier, and I love the pixel art of this freaking game.
It's a beautiful game.
Was that Chucklefish? That's the same guy that made Stardew Valley, right?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, is it?
Wow, yeah, Stardew Valley is goated.
This right here,
I'm seeing similarities between them now. Okay.
This right here, look, I would probably buy this.
Yeah, I hope they have a collector's edition for this one.
They with a hat and everything or something.
Yeah, it'd be cool, man. Or like a little, what they should do? It's like they could do like the kind of kawaii little figurines that are super cute and whatever, and it's like has like a little felt hat and whatever. I would be all over something like that. I think it would look totally cool because it's like if you look at and I'll have my game room up and running for you guys to see shortly. But when I get
it's like
well, no. I mean, like for real, I got all my desks, my monitors and stuff. I'm running 3 57-inch monitors, so it's kind of nuts. But
357.
Anyway.
Do you have the Starship Enterprise in your room?
Correct. Correct.
Like
the holodeck
on screen. Yeah.
No, but anyway, it's like I've got like all kinds of figures and figurines and statues and like collectible things from different games. So it's like this hodgepodge of different characters and stuff. So it's like I like having a random like zombie figurine next to something like really super cute and whatever. Like the juxtaposition, I think, is kind of cool.
That's awesome. So, Santa, tell us. You was most excited on the podcast about this Witchbrook. Talk about it.
So I have not played. Sorry, I'm trying to remember the name. Stardew Valley. I have not played Stardew Valley, though I did purchase it. I did not like how it looked personally. Sorry. Don't get at me for that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
This looks really good. It's really cute. I like cute games. I really do. As much as I love like two extremes, I like horror and the cute stuff.
That's usually the combination. It's like, I like horror and then I like cute stuff too. It's like, it's like balancing act. That's funny.
And honestly, I've been missing a lot of after playing some Animal Crossing. I've been thinking about how much I used to love playing Harvest Moon, and that was like I had every game on DS for Harvest Moon, and unfortunately I sold them all when I was a broke student, and now I'm trying to reclaim them all again because I sold them like a bundle for $40.
Oh no.
I know it's like $40 each, but that's fine. So I'm trying to get back into those little simulation games, and Even though I will agree with A Omega, I hate the fact that you have to pay your student loan. But it's okay. I will find those little jobs as long as I get to learn magic.
Well, that's triggering
Also,
me.
it reminds me a lot of Harry
tuition.
Potter.
Like, I gotta do what? No.
It's a totally meta experience.
That's funny as hell. Oh, and another game that you would like want to add to the stage is Tamagotchi Life. And I knew when I saw this morning, I said fucking Tamagotchi. And I said it in chat. And I'm like, what did I first in the chat?
Did y'all see how much those Tamagotchi games for the 3DS are going for? I didn't realize they were so expensive. They're going
for like $100 now or more.
Yeah. So I think they're two different things. There's Tamagotchi and then there's Tomodachi, which
Tamagotchi was the little pets you used to have a little keychain thing.
Yeah, they did show a game though where you brush their teeth and all that stuff and you help them out in their little businesses. So that was cute. I will probably play that because I do miss my Tamagotchi. That's probably rotting in my store somewhere.
No, it's been dead.
But for this one, I never played the older one, and a really good friend of mine was showing me clips of the game.
This right here.
Yeah,
this is hilarious. Like, what the fuck?
I've never been so creeped out in all my life by a me.
And you get to create your Miis all over the place. Oh my god, I got so many characters I want to create.
So this is going to be very big online.
It's going to be.
Oh, for sure.
People eat this up. They're going to love it.
It's going to be fun. Can't wait. I'm sorry, this direct was actually like, I had no expectation and I'm very satisfied.
I get it. I didn't come in with no expectations at all. I was like, that's something that really like, I really did love, and put it on the screen real quick right here, is this Marvel game, Marvel Cosmic Invasion announcement trailer. And it looks, and it looks like, people who made not Turtles in Time, but Shredder's Revenge. They took a little bit of like the Avengers game. I thought of it, I said, is this the Avengers game remade? And then I saw the company. I said, "Oh no! I know those graphics." I was like, "What?"
When I first saw it, like the art style, it kind of reminded. You guys remember the X-Men arcade game that came out?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, X-Men arcade.
Oh yeah. That's what it reminded me. I was like, "Oh, is this like a throwback to that?" Because that's what it looks like.
You know what? Too, how much you want to bet this game is going to release when season 2 of X-Men 97 come out?
I can see that. Because they didn't give a release date for this, did they?
They said 2026.
Oh, it said 20. Okay. I
think they said 2026.
I mean, it might. I mean, that'll be
I like how all
good
the arcade
release.
games that we grew up with are now coming back.
Yeah,
I know, right? Because Shredder's Revenge. Last year when they released that Cowabunga collection with all the games, I'm like, man, that was so good. And then this, what does it say? This
that's the thing. I really wish I had like a upstanding like 4-player co-op arcade cabinet, but you could put a Switch, dock into it and like throw some of these games in there. It's pretty fun.
I feel like somebody made something like that before, Alex. Like
I believe it. I've seen some stuff on YouTube too. This is not an original idea for me. Yeah,
that's cool though. Yeah, I gotta look that up now.
Yes,
I like stuff like that though. I mean, every place has like their town arcade now where it's like throwback, but it's like those 4-player machines are still dope. Like the old school. I mean, I'm talking like old school Gauntlet. Elf needs food badly, and you're just like, all sitting there, and it's like
Elf is about to die.
Yeah, and it's like you're just plunking in tokens or quarters or whatever. I mean, like that. People who've never had an arcade experience, like an OG arcade experience, and the people who never had midnight launches, those are the two groups of people that I absolutely I feel for all.
Oh my gosh.
Man, waiting in line for your next turn in the arcade, and you putting your quarter like you want to put
quarter up.
Yeah. Oh, hey, this is my quarter I'm putting next. And then also too, the arcade rules. Everybody had their quarters lined up. You know where your quarter was at. So like, hey, my quarter right here. My quarter might be 4th in line or 5th in line.
Well, and that's how we determined who was the best at Street Fighter 2 or like, Tekken or whatever, because people were lined up at the arcade with their quarters. And so if you were on the machine You know what I'm saying? Like you were stuck there. Like you were the one, and it's like, I mean, that's how you knew who was good at your local spot. And it's like, then when they started having tournaments and you go from like one local arcade to another, and then you find out like the best at that arcade. I mean, the rivalries. I mean, that dude. Somebody needs to make a movie of that. That would be so sick.
Arcade Life. Well, they made the anime of that. What was it?
Oh, you talking about on Netflix? Yeah, High School Girl. Yep,
that was really good. Yeah, High School Girl.
Yeah,
really
but I mean, like, I need something. Did you guys ever see the movie F5? I think was it called F5, where they were like, it was basically a kind of a parody movie, and it was like Dance Dance Revolution, but like this guy was actually having to compete with all these other dudes, and like they were like bosses at different places, and he had to work his way through the whole entire to get to the final boss by playing Dance Dance Revolution. I'll try to find the thing and I'll show it up in the chat. But that was like probably one of the like coolest B-rate like alternative movies from back in the day. I mean, it's a cult classic. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend it.
I feel like I've watched that before. I gotta look it up.
We're gonna take a little direct from the direct, and we're gonna talk about something really awesome too. Is a couple weeks ago on X, a Nintendo PlayStation popped up again, and right here, if you can see it, this new Sony PlayStation, Sony Super Nintendo PlayStation, whatever you call it, but it popped up, and look at the difference. It has blue PlayStation. This is like a late. It's not, two-tone. And who had this? No other than the father of the PlayStation, Ken Kuragi. And he just had this shit in his closet. And somebody went and interviewed him. I got one of these. You want to see it? And I was like,
damn.
Yeah, I got one that's in the other room. You got one.
You're like, what?
It's only worth like almost $500,000. I mean, come on, man.
I mean, just think about it. If I found, let me ask everybody this: if you found this like at a garage sale or like a Goodwill or somewhere, you found this and they just labeled like a regular PlayStation, would you sell this or would you keep it?
Keep it.
I would keep it.
Yeah, that's keeping because like
it'd be hard, but I would keep it.
Because how many of these are out in the wild? Probably like less than 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
No, it's about they said it was like 100 made, but
it was actually
because it's a prototype in a sense, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like because I know the last one that was sold, like the first one that people found, when they tested it, actually worked. They actually did play games on it.
I mean, this is crazy, right? Look at that.
I do like how it looks though. Like
it's
I
so
know a lot. Like
beautiful, man.
it's a like aesthetic. It's a very aesthetically pleasing console. If I would say myself, so.
And this had it sitting. I mean, wow.
I told you, like he probably just every couple of years he probably goes there and looks at it like, they sure they do that shit to us.
Somebody said they wouldn't take it to GameStop.
Well, yeah.
I won't take it to GameStop.
Was it a former Sony person that had it?
No, the father of PlayStation had it.
Oh, okay.
Ken Kuragi.
Mm-hmm.
He had it. I was like, he had it. He just brought it out and like, hey, you want to see it? Like, yeah, I want to see this. Like,
yeah.
Like,
I mean, that partnership falling apart is what gave us the actual PlayStation. So.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He needed that constant reminder, so I don't blame him. So.
Well, I mean, Sony kind of did that to themselves, though. They argued with Nintendo over like the profits over like the CD games, and they kind of tried to end around Nintendo, and Nintendo was like, nah, and they went with Philips instead, and then Philips was worse. So we ended up getting the CDI and 2 of the shittiest Zelda games you will ever play in your life.
And this dude who went and met him, and also he got his PlayStation signed, which I'm like,
that's dope.
I would love to get my PlayStation signed. Like,
oh my
gosh, you know how different the world would be if Nintendo and Sony had stayed together.
Oh yeah, it'd be insane.
Mm-hmm.
The Super Nintendo be the greatest console.
Honestly, I don't know if it would have been as good as it was, right? Because Sony effectively got kicked to the curb. They got jilted. Jilted at the altar. Yep. And that inspired Sony to basically take revenge. And I think that if they didn't have that fire lit under them, we never would have had the PlayStation the way we have it now. And I don't think that the hybrid PlayStation Nintendo machine would be necessarily better than either the Switch or the Switch 2 or the PS4, PS5, that type of thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of glad that it didn't work out, because I think ultimately we got a better, broader gaming experience because of it.
Yeah, that's true. I think that ultimately Nintendo and Sony's vision for gaming would have just skewed too much for them to stay together, even if this hadn't happened. So I think eventually that split would have happened either way, right? They just had different visions for gaming, and two equally good visions. Because I mean, Sony's been a mainstay of the gaming industry for the past 25 years, or 30 years now. Now that I think about it, and so is Nintendo. So it was good for gamers that this happened.
Yeah.
Guys, also thank you so much for watching. We got how many are we watching right now? We got 54 on YouTube, 14 on X. Has been going in and out. 1 on Twitch. That 1 Twitch follow. Thank you for watching. I love you. Make sure you hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying this. We're gonna get ready to talk about something crazy. I kind of want to. I'm gonna get Ness' opinion about it when it get here, but we're gonna talk about it right now. Is on. I think it was Wednesday. It was this week, but it was 2 days ago. SNK announced a brand new character for City of the Wolves, and it kind of caused a little back and forth. Well, I ain't gonna say fighting, but I guess controversy against some people. We're gonna let you see it real quick, and I'm gonna play it right now so y'all can see this.
Wait a minute, is that who I think it is? Oh.
Let's have some bush. For the love of the game.
Such a dumb character to put in the game. Hey, I am Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm going to play the video game. No, man. No.
That was he was just a weird, because we had celebrity and stuff here in games, but he was an odd choice to me. I was like,
I'm sorry, Mortal Kombat
Mortal
takes
Kombat
the cake on the cameos.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, so
why?
Yeah,
you made Cristiano Ronaldo you made him Sakura. What? God.
Put some respect on Sakura, man.
No. Sakura's fine, but not. I mean, okay, all right, okay.
So, you know what?
You got paid $640 million for this mess. I'm like, bro, put $640 million into releasing retro carts. I'm telling you, they would have been minting money if they had Neo Geo retro carts minted. Change the color. Just change the color of the cartridge, right?
Well, I say like this, right? For City of the Wolves, right? Where's about it? Where's about it? Oh, here we go. All right, there we go.
Who's gonna rant away?
I know you was right. He was going. Okay, so I saw that one as Alice was talking about. But I look at it this way too. Like, Fatal Fury needs a injection, right? A lot of people.
Wow.
you about to say something, Saturn? What are you saying?
Yeah, Saturn. Go.
Like, why are they using him as a character of all people?
That's why I was,
because they think that they're going to pull in soccer hooligans to play a fighting game that they have zero interest in.
Oh, wait, you say he's not a good player?
No, he's a diver. That's what he is. All he does is dive and then rolls around and he's like, "Oh, I'm hurt. Sorry,
I'm hurt."
Why is he so popular?
Soccer's really popular in a lot of countries.
It's crazy.
No, I mean he's a good player, but he knows how to do the thing. Like how LeBron's always falling over and crying. It's like this guy invented that.
He's the LeBron James of soccer.
That at this point, all he does.
No, it's more like LeBron James is the Cristiano Ronaldo of basketball. I mean, bro just signed $1 billion contract with one of the Saudi teams. I'm like, okay. Dude's literally dripping money out of his pores.
So Nam Omar here, he said Saudi Arabia owns SNK, so this makes sense because of soccer popularity.
Oh, I heard about that.
That is correct.
So
that's why it's like what is it? Sense. The Saudi something fund, the Saudi something. Anyway, they've got a $2 billion war chest they're really getting big into gaming because there's obviously a large population of gamers in the Middle East and specifically in Saudi Arabia. Mm-hmm. And it's just one of those things. But it's Ronaldo, I mean, really, I don't know. It just seems like it's forced.
Messi or something, an actual player, not a diver. You should at least give him swimming moves. At least take the ball away and just give him a whole diving suit and just let him swim. That's what he does. He's not a soccer player. I don't care.
Yeah, it says
Also,
SNK.
do you like soccer, Saturn?
I do watch. I do watch. Probably not the smaller leagues like most people does. I only watch the 2 big leagues, so the Euro and the World Cup.
Who are your teams?
Sometimes I'll watch the
Who your
league in
team?
South America,
Who do you like?
Belgium, and France.
Ajax,
That's good.
Real
That's,
Madrid.
So somebody
all that
said-
stuff.
Hey, so they were saying on Google, it's saying February 2020, the electronic gaming development company, EGDC, a subsidiary, Mohammed bin Salman, blah 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 blah. Sorry,
You butchered that all the way up.
acquired
Mohammed
a
bin
96
Salman. Yeah.
a 96.18 stake in a Japanese game developer SNK, making him the Saudi Arabian Crown Prince Foundation a majority stakeholder. Hey, but Saudi Arabia has been buying up a lot of stuff. You see how WWE goes over there. They locked
Oh
up
my
WWE.
God.
Bro, they're trying to
for
buy the
2
PGA.
years.
Didn't they buy the PGA?
I don't know.
Like,
Did they?
What was the golfing professional golfing association they created? And then that association ended up partnering with the PGA, and they're buying the PGA. The last I heard, like I don't follow golf like that, but it's like the fact that they're basically buying out an
They got
entire
money.
like professional sporting league. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
They got money.
December of last year, Saudi Arabia public investment to fund to acquire share of PGA Tour
There you go.
Enterprise. Damn. I ain't know
Everybody's
they do
going
like
over there because they give
Well, I
the
mean,
Saudi
so
princes
like
give
not to
everybody
get too
money.
political, but there's like the whole entire human rights violations and issues of the regime, right? But
Mhm.
it's like, you know, and there's players who've had problems with their politics and like, well, I'm never going to go and work for whatever their other, not the PGA, but the other league that they had for golf.
Premier.
And no, it's like it's called like LVX or something like that. I don't remember what it's called exactly. But anyway, like the purses. So like whenever you would have like the Masters here, it's like, oh, you win like, you know, $10 million. Well, there they'd be like $100 million. So people were like, well, damn, I kind of want to play over there too, because even if I come in third place, I made a cool 50, you know, mil or whatever. You know what I'm
makes
saying?
sense. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So, you know, that's how all this, because they were like, we'll just put all the money into it, and tell me you're not going to come and play for me if I pay you this much money. And people are like, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna come play for you.
You're right. You're right.
So let me show you this
because
right here.
people are hoes. Anyway,
Yeah.
So the Saudis had their own WWE title made for Crown Jewel. This right here, the WWE
Well, that's the one that Cody
Crown
won,
Jewel-
right?
The Crown Jewel Championship right here. This big ass title that they had. And if we look at Cody Rhodes and who look how big this title is on Cody.
Good lord, that shit is around the same size as his whole body. He can't even fit that shit around him. Like what?
So they have that who okay, so basically the storyline is whoever's a WWE champion, whoever's the world champion, they fight. Whoever wins that match get a crown jewel ring, but they leave the title there in Saudi Arabia for the WWE experience, so people can go there and look at it, take pictures and all that kind of stuff. They had that title commission, and estimated that title is about 500,000 or more. I don't know. It was like saying estimate. They had, and it's their title to leave there. Crazy, right?
Okay. So they
Because
can
look, somebody tried to make
the whole country.
Okay, so look, somebody tried to make a knockoff of it, but look at the knockoff.
Nah,
and
that
then-
don't. Yeah,
then
that
look at the
don't.
real thing.
Yeah, that's. I wonder how much that thing weighs. Cause that's. It's like
It's a
encrusted
huge
with
title.
diamonds or something like that. What's all in
Yeah.
it?
It's.
Mm.
I mean, look at like Liv Morgan. She's a little girl. I mean, she's about like 5'3", 5'4". But this is the world title, and then that's the crown jewel. Look how big, it's bigger than Triple H's head. Pause. But it's like that's crazy, right? The Saudis, they are paying big money for entertainment to
money.
come over to Saudi Arabia. I don't blame it. They say, you want to come over and do the podcast? How much you paying me? Like 300 million. Like, let's go.
oh bro, we would all go. Be like,
Yeah, I know, right?
I know.
I'm not
Alex
gonna,
is going to pay for the first
You're
time.
not going. That's
Yeah,
okay. You
yeah.
could be our American correspondent. We'll just, wire money
Yeah.
over to you. Or
You wouldn't go
Canadian,
fed her?
sorry, Canadian correspondent. My bad.
I'm not. No, honestly,
300
I
million?
recently
Shit.
became tourist friendly. I know a lot of things from the inside. Okay, my grandma goes there all the time.
You fit right in. They wouldn't even know you black and half black, and they're like, oh, okay, shit.
I'm just.
Wired.
It has nothing to do with being black. There's a lot of black people that live there. It's just I need to see actual concrete changes and not like their
Yeah, no.
PR saying,
No,
like,
nah.
"Oh yeah, we are great. Come over." It's like, I have tattoos.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know how you
They-
still feel about that because it wasn't okay a couple years
Oh,
ago.
they
They,
show
they,
what
have a
you
lot
like.
of pretty significant restrictions, especially on women.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
Yeah,
that
they-
was
they
big.
sure
So
do.
so for her, I can see her reservation on that, so that makes sense. So.
Yeah, you better cover that shit up. Be like,
But it's
hold
not
on,
just
rap
that. It's like my grandma, she's seen things that I cannot say on live, but I could say.
No, don't say it on live because I ain't having nobody coming after me. I want them.
seen things that
I
I
want that smoke.
never.
They'll show you who the real thugs. I don't want none of that. I don't
Yeah.
want none of that
He's like,
smoke.
He's like, there ain't no internet gangster shit over here. We
No,
leave
they
that
get-
stuff.
what about that
I
life
will
for
go to
real?
Dubai, no problem. I will go to the Emirates, no problem. I feel great, but
Yeah,
as
but
far
it's
as I go-
completely different there. Like
Yeah.
the UAE tends to be a lot more tolerant of different things. I mean, you still
yeah, they
can't
don't
go.
really care as long
Yeah.
as you don't make out with somebody in the streets. They don't
Yeah,
care.
you can't do any of that kind of public.
Yeah, but people walk
And no
around
drugs.
wearing
They
whatever
do not
they
mess around with drugs. If you there's these influencers that are dumber than dirt and like barely got out of the 8th grade, and it's like they got 500 million followers and they're making like a cool 50 million a year. They're like, I'm gonna go to Dubai, and then all of a sudden they try to like get cocaine or marijuana brought in, and all of a sudden they're like
They try to get it bought into
they get bodied. I mean, it's just like I'm like, damn. You need to do some research before you travel and make sure that do in Rome as the Romans type of thing.
Mhm.
Don't be messing with people's laws because they give 0 F's about who you are and where you're from.
respect the law. I would say
Facts.
in Emirates, and I would say the same thing with Singapore. Respect
Singapore,
the law because they will
100%.
not hesitate to arrest you.
Oh, and they will beat you
Singapore's a
like a
good
dog.
country.
Like
No,
there was
kid that
that.
got- remember that kid that
there
got
was
caned
an-
in the 90s?
Yeah, there was a kid who
Yeah.
went and spray painted some cars, and they caned him like
They
I mean,
whooped his ass like a kid, bro, with a
like
cane.
when we talking about caning, like we're talking like that stuff that like bends to almost 90
Bruh.
degrees when they swing it. So it basically it's like a sonic boom right through the skin and into your meat.
Yeah.
I mean,
And they
Oh.
had him in that thing that covered all of him up, but just had his ass cheeks out so they could smack it. I was
Bro
like,
couldn't
bro,
sit for
and they
like 3
posted it
years.
on television. It was on TV. Like you got belt put to ass on national television for
Yeah,
spray
yeah.
painting cars in
Keep getting
Singapore.
blasted.
Yep. I remember that stuff like it was
I'm
yesterday.
dead
I was like,
serious. Alex will tell you,
gum
like,
in Singapore.
yeah,
But- Yeah, because if they catch you spitting gum out on the street, they're gonna cane your ass for that
That's
too.
your ass.
God
Exactly.
dang.
the
Hey,
model for
when
Singapore is
we
dash your
landed in-
ass.
When we landed in Singapore, came like ECW. Well, I was in the military in the 90s. Like it was 90. I got to 54, and so 2 stories. They told us the whole thing when we got off the ship. They said, "This is what's happening in Singapore. Don't fuck up here. Don't do none of that stuff. Don't do. If you're gonna buy gum, you better not spit it around. If somebody see you, don't litter. Don't do that. So keep the city clean." And the second thing is, that's the first place I really got sloppy drunk at is the house of the Singapore Sling. I love that's one of my favorite drinks, the Singapore Sling. And it's the house of the
Great
Singapore Sling was made there. And I'm there really just newly drinking. And they made this really nice like red drink, had a cream on the top, pause, like whipped cream.
God dang. Sorry.
And
A bunch of 13-year-olds in this friggin' room.
I know, right? And so I had like 2 of them, and I said, "Oh, this ain't shit." So I was like, I drunk one. I think it was like Kool-Aid, and the people like, "Man, you better slow down." I said,
It was like
"Man,
Hadouken.
fuck that." I was like, "I'm amazing. I got my own stuff. I got money." I'm like, "Yeah, I got me another one." I drunk it. I got up, and I said, "Whoo." I felt like my legs is like I thought my legs was gone before I lost my leg. It was like deleted.
Dang.
I was like, hold hello. I'm like, what is going on? They had to like pick me up and take me back to the ship, and I was like, raw. I was like, ooh. I mean, I never ever experienced. I jumped. I got up and like my feet just hit. I'm like, whoa. And he said, Ness is on his way home. All right, Ness, we'll say a couple stories for you. And I was like, dude, but it was a great experience. I wonder if that store still there. But yeah, Singapore is a beautiful city. Go there, visit, but don't fuck up there.
Just don't fuck up nowhere. Anytime you go across to like another country, just don't be on your best behavior. Like, nah.
What was that? What was that show they used to have? Like back in the day, where it's like Americans going to jail abroad.
Locked up abroad.
That's
what was it
it.
called?
Locked up abroad, bro.
Yeah,
I used to watch
like,
that shit.
Locked up abroad.
Locked up abroad.
Man, see, that's the thing, man. Like, see, we used to have TV shows that would scare the crap out of you about doing stupid stuff. Now you got influencers that are stupid and telling you to do stupid stuff, and it's like,
it had 15 seasons in 2007.
Yeah,
damn.
bro.
Yep.
Okay, so here it is, where the Singapore Sling was born. It didn't look like this. They updated, but it's Raffles, Singapore. This place right here was nice, man.
Bro, we should get a trip together and go to Singapore. That would be sick.
I'm gonna go back. I'm definitely going back. Well, yeah, they had good food.
You know, I almost went there to practice medicine for a little while.
Really, Singapore?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. Yeah, look how beautiful Singapore is, y'all. Like, this is like no shit. Singapore is this beautiful all the time. It's like Japan. It's really this beautiful.
Yep.
The Raffles Hotel. Yep. I remember it. Oh shit, I was there in '97. Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
What you saying, Saturn?
Is it expensive? It looks expensive.
I mean, well,
it's not cheap.
Oh, so yeah, from the looks of it, it definitely don't look cheap.
The '90s, I guess, you know.
Oh yeah, with inflation on the shit, I'm pretty sure it's
probably
way more than that now. Yeah.
Well, okay, if you stay at the hotel, but if you going, we was in and out, so I really didn't stay at the hotel. I was on the ship, so we were just exploring and buying stuff, and it was. But yeah, this place is beautiful. It's nice. It's really nice. Look at this. I mean,
those are hotels.
That's the hotels, yeah. But
these look like full on bedrooms. Like, man, this. Oh, they got the tub right by the windows or the doors.
Dude, I'm telling you, That's what I want. Look at it. That's the bar. Yep, this right here. They still had the same. This right here. It told you it was red. I had two of these hoes right here. I had two of these motherfuckers right here. And I was like, whoo! I jumped up. I was like, and it was like over a couple hours, so it had time to sit in. It snuck up on me, but it's so good. But you can make a Singapore Sling really easy though. But I made them before. It's really great. It's a great
drink.
It's
different when you actually go to the source. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sorry. The thing about Singapore Sling that makes it good, it used cherry brandy, and cherry brandy is really expensive too. Like people don't really buy cherry brandy, but I got like 2 cases up in the house. I'm like, yeah, make another Singapore Sling, and it's great. It's so good.
I just got to plan to go to one.
I need a drink now.
I'm thirsty. I say, yeah, now I'm thirsty.
And now I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the next thing too, right? Xbox. Xbox is having a win. Finally, they're finally having a win, but it is on PlayStation. And so right now, Xbox has said they are dominating PlayStation 5 pre-orders, and I added to it because the Indiana Jones just came out. I got the limited edition at Bethesda store, but that's kind of crazy. Like, and Indiana Jones and Forza are seeing like record number of sales. So let's talk about that. Why do y'all think that is that? You know?
Oh man, like there's only like 2 explanations I can think of. One, all these years of people saying, man, I don't want no Xbox because I don't like their games. It's trash. It's horrible. But now finally their games come on other platforms. Like, you know what? This franchise wasn't all that bad. Forza, I've been waiting for this to come over. I've been waiting for this to come over this entire time. Oh, Halo, I forgot to tell you, but I'm actually a secret closet Halo fan. Gears of War, I couldn't stand on Xbox. While PlayStation, I love that shit.
That's
So
big
hey, look,
facts.
the more the merrier. That's all I'm saying. So we getting them. Hey, bring them all. Like there's a whole thing that's been going around the Twitter street. They call it the whole slate. It's the whole slate, motherfucker. So they want the whole thing. So they said it's coming over. We want that Halo. We getting that Halo. We got that Forza already. The first domino block already fell. We getting gear. We getting gears. Shit, it's all good, baby. So yeah, now we'll buy them. We'll buy them because they're on our favorite preferred piece of plastic with chip and silicone in it. So. You know,
I
that's,
think
not
you've
me,
been
that's
heavy,
not me saying that, but you know, it's people saying that, not me though. So.
nigga. I think you've been waiting to get that out, and I think you got a skit coming with that.
Yeah, I do. I got some in the wings because I put in the group chat. I was like, this is both the most hilarious and sad thing I've read because it's like one. I mean, anytime you hear news like this, especially for PlayStation, I mean that's good for Xbox because they're actually selling stuff as opposed to doing the whole Game Pass rental stuff. So. Anytime I see stuff like that, I mean, I'm always happy for them because the more money, the merrier for them. The sad part is the fact that they're treating their own consumer base, and this is gonna kind of go into the whole Indiana Jones thing. They're treating their own fan consumer base like second-class citizens because how does Indiana Jones Collector's Edition get a full disc, but Xbox users they get a digital code with a steel book.
It just makes sense for Microsoft to just bow out of the hardware. Just stop. You know, instead of slow rolling it, just pull off that band-aid real quick. Yeah. Go ahead and go full third party. Hell, become a second party. Like open up some kind of special relationship with Sony and let our powers combine. You know, that type of thing. Like Captain Planet up in this bitch. It's like, let's do this. It's like that would be so sick.
You're so wrong for that. That was so funny though.
Man, it'd be great, bro. Like can you imagine if they no longer have Rare like tethered to Xbox anymore? Like they can just let them do their own thing. It's like you can make games for Nintendo, PlayStation, you can do whoever. You gotta do it for us.
You do need to make
or you can imagine if Microsoft teamed up with Sony and they were like, hey, it's like let's try to make sure that we double and triple down on the hardware and get it exactly where we needed it to be, because there's certain things that Microsoft has done decently well, and of course PlayStation has just been, I mean, every generation has gotten bigger and better in very meaningful ways. So I think that if they could cross-pollinate a little bit, at the very least do the software thing, because I think what's ultimately going to happen is that Microsoft is at the point where they're going to make Xbox branded PCs. I think we had this discussion the last time that I was on, and it was like, it's pretty obvious that that's the direction they're going in. And if that's the case, then what's going to happen? Well, if you can play Steam and you can play some of these other things, I can guarantee you that there's negotiations going on in the background between Microsoft and Sony to be able to say, look, it's like, this is going to be an Xbox branded PC, but we want, people to be able to play your games on one of those PC game stores available on our hardware. And so there's probably got to be some, discussions behind closed doors about like, how do we make this work, financially for you guys, to allow all that kind of stuff to happen, et cetera, et cetera. But I mean, it's like, if Microsoft is basically bowing out of the hardware space in terms of consoles, but it's just making, PCs, then I can easily see where they can come to some kind of agreement on that.
I think that even if I do think they're going to bow out of the console market traditionally, I think they're going to try to, go the whole games as a service route or go to the cloud. And that could be one thing that they help Sony with, right? If they combine with Sony, like you mentioned, is okay, how do we bring cloud gaming to Sony? Because it works okay in the Xbox market space. It's not as great as it could be, but I think they've got a good foothold, and as bandwidth gets better and the technology gets better, I could see us playing games from the cloud in the future.
Well, so a lot of it just comes down to what's our infrastructure like, right? So if you've got nationwide broadband, like legit broadband, I think that by the time we hit 6G towers, you're going to be able to have instantaneous on-demand internet everywhere. So it's coming. I think we're literally probably a generation away before that happens. Because
you think
like we probably have, no,
it'll be
this next generation will come and complete, and then after that is when you'll see that, because it's probably going to take about 8 years, 8 to 10 years for that 6G to hit like mainstream or whatever. Maybe a little bit longer actually. But anyway, and by the way, go read the comments. Some of the stuff I was just cracking up, so you guys need to go back and take a look at some of the comments from the people viewing. It's hilarious.
Oh
yeah.
Let's see.
You talking about right
Oh
now?
yeah, they turned into drug dealers. The Socrates, they turned them into drug dealers. I mean, hey, like they pelling in all their games to everybody else. So I mean, it's hey, look,
It
man.
makes them more money. I mean, the more consoles the game can be on, the more will sell, the more money that Microsoft makes. So in a way that, you know, they're pretty much been collecting studios like, you know, Infinity Stones. So they basically, now that they own Bethesda, and I think they were trying to do something with Activision and Blizzard, but I don't remember what all happened with that. But if you own, you know, if you control like Bethesda, you control where games like Skyrim and Starfield and blah 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 go. The more consoles you can get that to, the more money you're gonna make.
And then like, and the fact that with Game Pass, I even found myself, because I didn't even notice, because when I subscribed to Game Pass, like to play, it was Avowed and some other stuff that's got coming on, especially like South of Midnight is coming out next month. Apparently, if you cancel your Game Pass membership, like within that like month or whatever you sign up for, you can get your money back. I was like, wow. So what's stopping people from just trying it for that month duration and just canceling, getting their money back? So I'm like, there's probably a lot of people out there doing that.
They're not going to report the numbers. They don't.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, they don't report the numbers. At the end of the day, I mean, in order for these companies to really sustain themselves, I mean, subscription services, what Game Pass has been plateaued for what, like 2 or 3 years now, and people are just canceling them in droves like that. I mean, there's a whole subsection of people who literally just say, if it ain't coming to Game Pass, I ain't buying it. So I'm like, all right. So they're going to other platforms that actually will buy their stuff. So that's why you see such a huge influx of them just marketing their games and put them on other platforms, because they can't rent them over there. You can't rent that shit on no PlayStation or no PC.
Well,
PC,
you know what the funny thing is?
so.
They make all their money on another platform, and I'm like, bro, that means you already know the answer. That Game Pass is not working for you financially.
Yeah,
but the thing is that for some dumb reason, they have this sunk cost fallacy, and they don't want to quote unquote lose face or whatever it is. And I'm like, bro, just kill it. Just kill it.
They're counting on console fanboyism. Right?
There's not enough of them.
Yeah, I would say
there's not enough. Right?
I mean,
there's
like,
not enough at all.
Just to put things in perspective, I've got like 36 months of Game Pass Ultimate. So like, I don't want to hear anybody trying to come at me and be like, oh, you don't support. I'm like, no. I support it, but that's just because it's like one of those things. I want to be able to get all the little perks and stuff like that and have early access to games and this, that, and the other.
Right.
But it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, I buy games on PlayStation and I buy games on Switch. So, you know, if those games were all buy only, I would buy them only. It doesn't, you know, I don't think about it that way. So it's just, and I'm topped up to PlayStation's Ultimate tier, whatever. God, I just what is it called?
PS Plus something or
speaking of that,
PS Plus, Ultimate.
Hey, speaking of that, Saturn, before when we started the show, what was you telling everybody? You know, about the PlayStation Plus in Canada. Now, if y'all didn't know, if y'all new to the podcast, Saturn, she's from Canada. She said everything is expensive as fuck, so she's gonna tell you how expensive this is. So, what about it?
They have free healthcare.
They do.
I know, but like since we were banished to the north, everything's expensive except for the healthcare. Actually, the healthcare is expensive too because I get taxed. I get taxed a lot. Like maybe like $30,000 leaves my entire salary. It hurts. So when I got the PlayStation Game Pass or Premium, I ended up upgrading it to the maximum so I can have access to games. And I didn't know how much it would cost because I usually pay like for a whole year. Nintendo comes around the same time as well. It is like, I don't know the exact number, but it's like maybe like 250, maybe 230, around that ballpark. That I have to play just to play PlayStation Online and just to have access to random games like Souls games or anything that I don't have a hard copy of but I want to play. Yeah, it's very expensive. That and Nintendo together.
Yeah, but you need to look at places like cdkeys.com and some of these other folks because you can get those memberships like 3 months at a time for pretty significant discounts, and it's a legit website. There's some sketch websites that you can go to where you can really get cheap stuff, but man, they're gonna steal your credit card information, and all of a sudden you're gonna be like beholden to some kind of prince in some foreign country who is trying to give you all this money and stuff, and it's just like, nah, man. It's like, I ain't doing that.
One thing I like about Alice gonna find them deals.
Oh, I found it, man. I had the plug from like China and like all kinds of places. I was bringing in everything. Like I was doing my own import export business at one point, and it's like I love that stuff. But then when I saw what Nintendo was doing, I was like, nah, man, I ain't messing with that.
Oh, bruh. Yeah.
It's too late for me, unfortunately, because it comes out exactly on my birthday. Both softwares just come out of nowhere and just take their money. So I lose like around almost $400 worth of.
That's crazy.
I know it's brutal, but it's
US
okay. I tell myself it's fine. You get to play online with people.
That's what I hate about. That's why I hate about Plus so much. If that wasn't strictly tied to that, like just playing online, nobody would buy that shit. But vast majority of people would not buy that thing.
Yeah, it's honestly a scam at this point because.
Oh, it is. Mm-hmm.
How come, like, for example, I'm playing with people that are playing Monster Hunter and PC, and with them, you know, they don't have to have any kind of membership to be able to play. But I have to pay PlayStation in order to access the internet to be able to play with other people that are probably playing for free, all because I wanted a physical copy.
And that's one thing. That's one thing I'll say about PC. That's one thing I'll say about PC users. They may be some of the most elitist. Some of them, you know, be selling the 7 Cs and shit like that. But when it comes to stuff they say they ain't gonna pay for, and they staying on business, bro. I got no respect for them for that. They said no, we will not sign up for no damn PlayStation membership for Helldivers 2. We will not be doing that. And if Sony said,
they made
Sony
said, walked it back.
Mm-hmm,
they
Sony
sure
said,
did.
all right, y'all got it. So if more people on the console, like on like Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox had that same type of like mentality, a lot of shit they getting away with now, it'll stop instantly.
Yeah, but you have to remember though, right? Console players by definition love the convenience of having a console. Yep. So and also like their rigs in general don't cost as much. I mean, like even a PS5 Pro is still cheaper than you know, like a decent gaming PC. So I think there's some of those, you know, discussions involved too. And it's like, you know, you're a lot less likely to get viruses and malware and crap like that on a console than you are, you know, on
I got a Mac.
PC or Mac or a Linux-based system or whatever. You know, so it's like at the end of the day, it's just kind of like when you look at the total lifetime, how much you spend, whether it's on games and or, you know, access to online multiplayer, et cetera, you're still not spending that much money. And it's interesting because PC anti-piracy stuff has gotten really good, like really good. I think Assassin's Creed Shadows, I don't think it's not available for piracy yet.
Like being cracked,
you know,
it hasn't been cracked yet.
Oh, hey,
yeah. And,
I'm glad you said that too.
You know,
because, hey, I got it right here. Like if y'all haven't see, oh my god, look how
that sketch is dope.
Yeah,
that's really
awesome.
Nice. Yeah, like when it comes to like qualities, like statue qualities, like Ubisoft, like they do their damn thing with those. Like there hasn't been a single statue they released for collector's editions that wasn't on point. So yeah, that looks really nice.
And then what's so crazy about it, like if you saw, go back and watch it though. But Assassin's Creed Shadows, like man, the limited edition or the collector's edition came with a physical game. I almost shit myself. I'm like, wait, I'm like, wait a minute, y'all give me a physical? I didn't. It did not even say it on the back. I was like, oh, I already knew. I like
the fact that we are in the day and age. We're getting excited to actually color with a disc. Like that's both cool and very, very sad at the same time.
They didn't just tease you with a steel book that was empty with no disc in it, like Horizon did.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, man, like I know what Death Stranding 2 was doing, but I at least appreciate them for not giving a damn steel book if they ain't gonna be no disc.
Yeah, I don't really like that.
I was
man,
like, bro,
that steel book is so nice, man. Look at the steel book.
Oh, that is nice. What's the inside look like?
Hold on, me.
Yeah, but the outer part of the book, that was real nice.
Oh, I didn't show that. Oh, but look at
it's 2 discs.
No, I don't know. It's got.
They probably have a data disc and
that's all I was like, yeah.
Disc. No, Assassin's Creed don't have 1 disc. I don't know why this is 2 discs.
What about the Xbox version? Does it have 2 discs?
I don't know. But this right here, look how this is a clean steel book.
Rebirth had 2 discs, I think.
So I don't know, but like I said, and you know, if you want to get this, I think they still got them in stock at GameStop. It's $229.
They'll clearance them out.
I don't think that because they still haven't clearance out that goddamn Avengers.
The Marvel Avengers
Well,
one?
no, I'm talking about Ubisoft. So what Ubisoft does is like, you know, they reevaluate, you know, their total sales every like 3 months, and usually when it comes to Black Friday, they'll have a sale at the Ubisoft store. Like
I'm gonna buy another one just to keep.
And they'll have the collector's editions marked off. And I mean, they go in minutes. I mean, it's like they'll have like 80% off, and then all of them are out.
Oh, bro, I'm buying me another one. I mean, it's that good. I really do love like the collector's edition. It's like super nice. I was like, yeah, I'm buying this thing. Because at first it was like when it was released and then it was like sold out or you couldn't order it. I'm like, dang. So I went around every GameStop and said, did somebody pick up their Assassin's Creed bundle? And one person didn't pick it up, and I like, let me buy it. And he had to call the person. He said he couldn't get a hold. I said, let me get it because they got 48 hours to hold it. And he said he know the deal. So man, I got it and did a video. Go watch the video. I mean, you see my reactions and stuff. I really do like. I think that's so far. It's the collector's edition of the year. I think it's running for collector's edition of the year so far. But we got some more collector's edition. We got the Sonic coming out, and then we got Indiana Jones. So
that's right. I just remember.
And then we got Metal Gear Solid,
Doom, Dark Ages.
Yeah, I'll say the Doom, Dark Ages. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, Doom. Yeah,
that's the next one that's coming out. That I'm getting. I'm excited for that.
Which one you getting? The one with the big ass helmet, or you getting the one with the statue?
No. I was looking for the one with the helmet because I tried because they did that for Eternal, and that's just like $700 now, and I'm not paying that much for it. So I got the one with the statue.
Oh,
so
for
I'm very
Doom,
excited.
yeah.
The one with the helmet is stopped.
How much is it going for though?
I think like $200 at the
this will be on
store.
I'll say yeah, probably the Bethesda store.
Go to the Bethesda store. They still got it. It stopped. Saturn, are you big on collector's editions?
It depends on the game.
I'm the same way too. It depends on the game.
Okay, so,
and it's always sold out by the time I even attempt most of the time. So
what was the last collector's edition that you wanted?
The last one that I wanted and I actually ended up getting was this one.
Which one?
Horizon?
The big elephant right there.
Yeah, that's Horizon.
Oh, okay.
That one, I don't know why and how, but nobody ever got it. And then the other one I wanted was from Harvest Moon, and that one was sold out so fast, and I got pissed because I'm like, who else likes this game? I don't get it. I just wanted the plush chicken.
What was on Harvest Moon?
So it was like in one of the most recent Harvest Moon. It's the one for the Switch. Mm-hmm. It's a plush chicken. And it's also like
a plush chicken.
And it's like the tiny farm with like the girl character and the boy character because you get to choose which one you want to be. And now they're being sold for like what, 300 Canadian before shipping on eBay. So
see is this it? One Moon? Harvest Moon, One World Collector's Edition.
One World, with the chicken and then the little two characters and the little farm.
Yo,
it's so expensive.
I don't know if you might want to look at this. I'm gonna show you real quick, but it's $129 right now.
US. You have to convert it to Canadian dollars, which is a trash dollar.
You keep forgetting that, Steve. Usually, it's like 120 over here. It's like,
I keep forgetting.
God damn it, motherfucker! I need Canadian dollars. Like,
okay. You know what? This is not bad. I can see why you like it. Wait,
it's not where is it though? I don't see it. Sure.
I put it in the chat. I mean, in the private chat. I'll put it in the private chat so you can get it and see. But yeah, that looks kind of nice. I mean, I like this little diorama right here. These are the little plush chicken. That's cool.
It's adorable, and I want it so bad, but I'm not willing to pay that much for it.
You could have found a discount if you came to Midwest Gaming Classic, which I will be at 4th and 6th, guys. In Milwaukee is getting close, so we got next week the Nintendo Switch Direct, 2 Direct, and then that weekend I will be in Milwaukee, to Midwest Gaming Classic. Can't wait. Buy some games.
Let me know what you find.
Yeah, I'll get you some stuff.
Get your PayPal ready.
Get your PayPal ready.
Just meet at the border. You could throw it over the fence.
Throw it over the fence.
That's so fucked up. That's so real, though. Yeah, hey, just send me a list of what you. I hit you up and like, hey, look, I found this. I found this. You want this?
I'm gonna be ready on standby. I got nothing better to do.
Damn.
Just live stream it. That way, every time you walk by, be like, "Oh, go over to that booth over there."
I
I
am
want
gonna.
that thing.
I think I'm gonna live stream. I am gonna live stream. I'm thinking about doing different video for that because every time, like most of these convention videos, people always like, "This is what I got. This is what I got. This is what I'm trying to do something different." And then also people don't live stream a lot, but some people do. So I'm trying to do something different. I'm gonna do a good video, but I just know how I'm gonna put this video together.
You should do a live stream of stealing people's stuff like that they buy.
I know
And
I'm
like-
black. I'm black. I can't steal stuff. Put in jail quick
I
as
don't mean
hell.
like really steal it, but like you walk up to them and be like, "Oh, I want that." And it's like, "What'd you get?" Yeah, that type of thing.
Oh no! Then they be like, he did this, he did that. Look at him, and somebody twisted and shit. You know, so no.
Can't be stealing
Yeah, I guess
people's
it's
stuff.
fair.
There's not enough. I'm just playing in the world to steal somebody's stuff at a gaming convention.
I know,
Yeah.
right? They can't
I'm
wait.
just
You
playing.
know? People be waiting for you to fuck up, man. That's
Yeah.
what's so, they be waiting. They're like, oh, he messed up. Oh, just type in right way and you see divorce. They waiting for you to fuck up.
Oh my god.
Damn.
I mean, dude,
Did you have commentary video? Did people talk about you?
Oh, people. I have a lot of people just talk. I don't pay no attention.
Wow.
To it. But I go on Google. I'm not go good, but I go on eBay. I'm not shit. I would go on Google and type in Mr. Right Way, and it said Mr. Right Way divorce. I was like, damn. Are y'all still talking
Yeah,
about
you're a
Damn. I make
celebrity.
YouTube videos too. Shit. Like I didn't
that?
just
That was
get
like 3
divorced.
years
Yeah.
ago, right? Jesus.
And it's always like a one-sided story. So it's like,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
always.
what's
It's sad
the
to know.
point? What's the point after all these years? I don't know.
I know it's like, oh my goodness, like I'm
Because
moving
your name
on.
has to be used somehow for monetization. That's what I think it is.
Oh, that is. When people use you like that, they see value in you. So, I mean, hey, making money,
It's a
get
good
your
way
little
to
money. I mean, like, I'm not gonna give you no attention, but you know, shit, that's crazy.
Well, that's that grifters content for you, man.
Oh,
It's
my
like,
God.
I need to find some way to knock him down a few pegs so I can feel better about myself. I was like, oh, here we go.
I know, right?
Here we go.
Because I'm not that talented, but I will watch everything you do. All right, Mom, watch everything I do.
I love it when hate people hate watch your stuff.
I love that. I
I'm
love
like,
that.
bro, it's like you're like literally sitting there and seething, but thanks for the views and thanks for the interaction
Yeah.
because the algorithm pays me based off
Yep.
that. Well done.
For the comment too. Like you double dipped. You watched it and commented. Thanks.
Well,
Oh, hey, speaking of, here's the thing too that is so funny. Like, I'm gonna dislike your video. I'm like, okay,
Okay.
likes and dislikes are the same thing on YouTube. Like, you actually taking time out your day to help me. Thank you. And they be I'm like, dude, you all right? But here's let's get off of that. Here is something I want to talk about. Zelda had brought this up to us in the chat, and he was talking about, and we'll probably take up a long time talking about this, and we're gonna talk about a couple games too. What is the perfect length for a video game? Now, when we talked about this, right? We was talking about how freaking long, pause, Assassin's Creed Valhalla was. It was like 18 days to play that damn game, like, just to complete it. But it was a very long game. And then people was talking about back in the day, you know, Spider-Man Miles Morales when it first came out. It was like, well, this is the download content, but it made a disc when the PlayStation 5 first came out. But I thought that was a perfect like 8 to 9 hour game because told a good story, got through it, and was done. So what I want to know from the members of the podcast, and we can start with Gamer MD, what is the perfect length for a game?
so it's just like going out to eat, right? Like sometimes you want a little, quick meal, like food truck, whatever. Other times you want the sit down, like fancy, 7-course, with the wine pairing and everything else. So it really depends on the game, right? Like I understand a game like Gears, it needs to have an 8 to 10 hour campaign, and then it's multiplayer from then on out. But a game like Final Fantasy, no, I want to be in that world for like 100+ hours. So, it really depends on what I'm in the mood for and the type of game that it is. And I would rather have extra that's optional, and that way I can decide for myself, do I want to do the side quest or not? But see, I'm from the OG school of gaming, so I did every side quest. I even wanted to find the secret side quest. So the bigger the better in general for me. But there's times where I like short games too. Like, I'll play like some of the more arcadey style games like Dead Cells or the Castlevania, any of the Metroidvania games, that kind of stuff. It's like they're shorter, you get through it, you're done. So I think it really just comes down to your personal preferences in terms of the types of games that you like and what you want to do at the time.
Like Sarkis just said, bro, I legit no lie would start an Assassin's Creed game, be like a few hours in, and 2 days later, I like finally beat the level, only realized it was the prologue.
Yeah,
bro.
it's been that way since
Origins.
I want to say Assassin's Creed Origins,
Mhm.
maybe a little earlier than that. Cause that I remember Assassin's Creed 3. I know exactly talking about Assassin's Creed 3. I remember it was like before you played the title cover character, the guy who was on the front, I think his name was like Connor or something like that. Assassin's Creed 3, you had to beat like 5 or 6 chapters, and then that was the prologue, and then you had to do the beginning stages when he was a child, and then he eventually grows up and becomes an assassin. I'm like, damn, that only took about 10 hours. That's crazy.
I mean, you
I
can't
do
say
remember
did
that.
you get your money's worth, right?
That's the thing, because like some games, actually I think it's a good example. I don't know how many of you guys played Final Fantasy 16, but like I was saying, like those are typically games you want to put like 50 to like 100 hours in and stuff like that. But depending on the game, some like Final Fantasy is like a open world RPG specifically. There is a lot of moments in that game where it's just like, yeah, it's like filled to the brim, like 50 to 100 plus hours, but it's a lot of shit that's like, if it don't even feel like it feel like side content. Like it's like, oh man, I gotta keep doing all of this. There's like this one mission. It teeters off from the main story. It's like you gotta find like parts for an airship. And when I'm telling you, I was doing that for at least about a good 8 to 9 hours. I'm like, man, I need to take a break from this. I had to take a break from playing that for like 2
You
weeks.
got a whole job.
Really? I was like, bro, it felt like a whole job. I mean, granted, when we play games for a long period of time, it's like you're working, but you want to feel like you're working. I feel like I was working while playing a game. I said, nah, I need to step back from this. So I took about 2 weeks, a 2-week break, and I came back. I was more rejuvenated. I was all right. I can finally beat it. To Alex's point, it depends on the game, but I think the biggest issue with games like Assassin's Creed, it's a whole bunch of just stuff that's just out there. You can tell that's just put there for the sake of padding out content. I hate games that do that with a passion. I can't stand that shit.
Man, Saturn.
It's a little bit different for me.
Okay.
Because like if we're using the Final Fantasy 16, I loved everything about it, even the parts that gave me headaches and like grinding for little pieces here and there.
You like torture. We already know that.
I couldn't stand after a certain. I know exactly what she's talking about. I couldn't stand it after a certain amount of time.
Well, it's like I don't want to do it, but at the same time, I feel like I just have to get over that hump in order to like get through to the story. I just want to continue the story, and so I'll do it. I mean, I hate it. I'll take 1,000 breaks in between, and then as long as I finish it before I go to bed, and then I get to the progress in the story for the next day. That's the goal, but then I ended up doing that the same night of, so I don't really sleep. I just like to accomplish things, completionist, except for trophies. I will not even attempt because.
So how many hours do you think you?
Do this weird combo and that to get a trophy? No thanks. Okay, let's fight.
How many hours do you think how many hours do you think is fair? Is too long? So
I'm the wrong person to ask.
You said the wrong person to ask. So you don't care.
The last game I've already put. I don't even know how many hours I put in Monster Hunter. I don't want to know.
I want to say, well, if you go on your main page and you lost the game, it'll tell you right at the bottom right hand corner how many hours you put.
It's like
You're not gonna put 100 hours in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I already put over. How
What
many
makes you
hundreds of
enjoy
hours in
that
Dragon's
many
Dogma?
hours?
Like I'm pretty bad with these games. I have no life.
You put how much in Dragon's Dogma?
A couple 100 hours already.
Oh damn! I'm only at 70, so you got me beat. You got me beat.
So what makes you stay in the game like that then? And then we're gonna get to Zelda Hat Guy, but what makes you get into something like that? Like how many hours, like losing hours in a game like that, man, since you're different?
It's the progress. It's knowing that you don't have, because you start as a low level and I'm like, I don't accept it. I don't accept the fact that I'm a low level. I have no money. I have nothing, no prospect in this game. I need to fix that. So I spent so many hours just getting money, getting skills, getting everything. And then I
I just
realized,
had a picture in my head. That's so funny.
and I don't even progress in the story. And then when I do, it's like butter. Like I can just go through the story like it's nobody's business, beat bosses like it's nothing, because I over leveled at the very beginning to feel
Yep.
satisfied.
I do the exact same thing.
I was about to say, are you one of those type of people that's like, because on Xenoblade Chronicles X, there's a whole bunch of main story missions that require me to be like level 15. I'm like level 52. I don't need to be
Yeah,
that
that was in the
high.
third game. And Xenoblade 3, I
Dang.
did not even get past the first part, and I was like killing these little useless things just to level up. For
Mhm.
what? I don't know.
Yeah,
You
'cause
like
that-
I'm
because
powerful. Fuck you.
in RPG, because in RPGs, that's the thing. That level scaling, if you get beat by that one enemy, it's like, man, fuck this. I'm just gonna go grind off for about 10 to 15 hours, and I'm come back and beat his ass like that. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
we all went
that's
through
what
that.
happens when you are one of those people that played MapleStory in the past and you did not want to lose your map to some other noob who's the same level as you. So you had to level up even more. So I would spend hundreds of hours, like money and hours into that game to make sure that I could dominate wherever I go. So these people would leave me alone. I think it was more of a survival thing with online games. And
Oh
then
yeah. Mhm.
over time, now it's like it translates into these offline games. It's a sickness, I'm telling you.
Zelda, what do you think? How many hours is too long? How many hours is too short for a game? And if you have some examples, let everybody know.
Yeah, I mean, one example for a game being too long, they've already mentioned it, is like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, right?
Boy.
I was, a game is too long when you feel the hours, right? You're like, damn, like how long? How much longer do I have to go? Versus Xenoblade Chronicles 3 to me was, when the credits rolled, I was like, all right, I probably put a good 40 hours into that, and then I went and looked on Switch. It was like 160 hours, and I was like, damn, what? I didn't even realize that had happened, because the pacing of the game and the story beats were there, right? The story just kept building and building and building, whereas Assassin's Creed is more like peaks and valleys. The story can kind of get boring. You could just get sent on random dumb fetch quests that take up like 7 hours, and it's just like, bro, like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I feel like really for RPGs, like 40 hours is a good sweet spot to me, where they don't overstay their welcome too much. But even games that are shorter, right? Games like Axiom Verge.
Look who's back from the bank.
What it is.
Look, he did took over the whole screen. We was talking about this, and look, I'm back from the bank.
My bad.
Our score just went up about 50 points. Shout out, bro.
I know, right? Credit score
I'm about to go finance a car right now.
Go finance, yeah.
Ooh,
you better go do it for them terrorists start coming in. Shit.
Yeah, shit. But yeah, no. Short games are okay too, right? Like even games, like I used to, I think like somebody mentioned Dead Cells, which is a great example. You can get as many hours as you want out of that game. You can go through, you get one run in and be done with it, or you can go through and do like all the side stuff. So I think games like that are okay. Axiom Verge was another one, right? It's a good 5, 6, 7 hours, but it's a great game. And if you want to go back and do the randomizer of it or do the little speed run challenges, you can get extra hours out of it. Or if you want to beat it once and move on, you can, spend a good 6 hours and then move on to the next thing. Yeah. But some games are just long for the sake of being long. Like Assassin's Creed, Valhalla. Oh, my bad. Like Valhalla, for example. Like I really like the Viking culture. I love the setting, but I'm like, damn, bro.
What is like 80 hours,
man? The main story is
the main. I looked up the main story just to beat the main story. It was 60 hours. It was like 60 and a half hours. Like that's insane for an Assassin's Creed game. That's
like, bro, I'm 42 years old. I ain't got time for that shit, man. There ain't enough time left in my life for me to be playing these games. Like, I'm trying to play. My backlog's too big. I gotta get through this and get to the next thing. Like, I don't even do as much side stuff as I used to do in games anymore. I just gotta get to the next game. So,
Santa, your cat is scared. Look at him.
Yeah, he looking
so good.
He's like, help.
He's like, what?
Blink twice if you're in danger. Blink twice if you're in danger.
Yeah, he is putting up that one paw like he's saying help. Like he was just
I need somebody.
What is the cat name?
Muted.
Muted
is the cat.
Mute.
Yeah,
Sorry, his name is Salem.
Oh, from Sabrina,
But
Teenage Witch.
yeah, but legally it's butter. What a stupid.
That legally is butter. What?
Legally,
Say
What?
the cat got a driver's license or something?
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, I had to register him with the city because it's the law.
Oh, yeah, that's not really the case.
Yeah, I
here,
have
yes.
to pay every year just to keep him legally. What a thing.
Huh?
That's wild to me.
You have
You
to
could
register.
you could just have all kinds of animals in the U.S. and nobody cares.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, my other cat's illegal.
An illegal cat. What?
What?
Ladies and
I didn't
gentlemen,
know to
we
pay
got
him
her.
registration fees. I'm like, you know what? He's more likely to run away, so I had to get him chipped and everything. The other one, I'm like, she's never gonna leave the house.
Like, did she come from another country or something? Like, she illegal? Like, what's going on?
Like the city, I don't know. They want permits for every animal. It's kind of stupid.
That cat should not be in your room.
What?
So somebody could be watching this and be like, oh, so somebody could be watching the stream and be like, oh, I don't think that cat's legal. Let me go check
Somebody
the
out
file.
here dry snitching. Yeah.
Well, what can they do? They're gonna ask me to pay. I'll pay. It's fine, but I don't think they're ever gonna do anything. It's my dog and this one because they are out. I take them out. He has a little stroller. It's so cute.
He has a stroller.
Yeah, people are like, oh, you have a baby? Yeah, it's my cat.
They look into, oh, like, baby got a little fur, ain't it? Like,
They were like, I guess he takes after his dad. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what we're seeing here?
Ness, you are back from the meet and everything. How you doing, bro?
Good, man. It was cold out there. It was like
Was it?
like 77 degrees when we left, and then that cold front came in.
Oh
It was
shit.
windy as hell. I'm like, what the like? Come on, man! Like, where's the summer weather? I'm over it. It was raining and
it's
everything.
crazy. It did rain today. I was like I was saying earlier, I was selling some stuff, and then y'all, I sent y'all that message and stuff, and it started coming down raining. I was like, oh no, pay me first.
He said,
And I was like, all right, it's it was track meet was good. It was good. So
That's good, man.
daughter did
So
good.
yeah. So excuse me. Also, like some Thursdays, Ness might be late. He said, congratulations on your daughter's win.
Appreciate you so crates.
Oh,
Is she
wow.
gonna make you cook or something on the grill?
Yeah, actually for her birthday, she's having a birthday party here at the house. And,
When is her birthday? This weekend?
it's actually on the 2nd of April, but we're doing it early. We're doing it this weekend. So she wants me to smoke a couple of briskets. So
I'll stop by, drop a gift. I'll get
Smoke
some
them in
brisket.
the briskets. Sorry.
so yeah, she's like, oh dad, can you smoke a brisket? I'm like, all right. And then her best friend's like, yeah, dad number 2, I'm gonna need one of those. So I was like, what? So I got my daughter, and I've got 2 other daughters through just because they're like best friends since they've been like
Daughters by proxy is what they.
daughters by proxy. So I've got a daughter number 2 and I've got a daughter number 3.
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up, man.
So I know you've been watching podcasts and stuff, and
Yeah, I see how y'all been clowning me and I couldn't say nothing. I was like, these suckers here, man. I can't even defend myself.
yeah, but no, man, you just get like some of your ideas and stuff. Like you can talk about what you thought, what you stood out to you at the direct, and also too about
I didn't watch
video
the direct.
games.
I'll be
You didn't
honest.
watch it? Okay, cool. You didn't watch the direct.
Yeah, no,
Great.
you
During
really
the
didn't
time.
miss you much. Like,
No, you didn't miss anything. It ain't like you missed now. You missed next week. Oh yeah.
No, I'll be on for next week. I'll be rocking it for next week.
And
I
next
think
week we're probably gonna start early too. I think we're gonna start an hour early next week because we got a lot to talk about.
Hour. Look
Early.
at this guy over here. He's like, your schedule? I don't care about your schedule. We're starting an hour early.
Well, I mean, if
No, dude. I'm just messing. I mean, like, I came in late today. Don't even worry about it.
it fits,
I'm
but
busting your
like,
chops.
cause I think we might go 3 hours next week. We probably gonna go a long time. Probably might go for if it's good. I really do think like shoot. Just think about next week. If they drop that, and they say, "Oh, pre-order start today," like, "Oh, going to bed." Going to Goodwill. Oh, selling Goodwill. I'm going to GameStop in person. Let me get this $50 right here. So
the direct starts at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Does it?
9
6
o'clock.
a.m. or Central Daylight Time. Sorry, it says 6 a.m. PDT. That's 8 o'clock our
Wait,
time.
whoa,
8 o'clock
whoa,
my time.
whoa. Whoa.
So 6, 7, 8.
No, right?
6 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time is 8 a.m.
Wait,
Central
hold on,
Daylight Time,
hold
right?
on.
Yeah, it will be 8 for you guys and then 9 for me. Which
Dang,
gives me
'cause it-
time because my
this
mom
morning it started at 9 o'clock.
pre-order.
I mean,
That's a
unless
weird
a lot of
start
people do a
time, but I
live,
mean,
you know.
6
8
a.m.
o'clock is
Pacific.
I'm about
early.
to block.
Yeah,
I'm about to block off my calendar at work. Like, I can't no meets from 8 to 9.
You know what?
Yeah, it's not gonna be a 2-hour. I think it's gonna be like 40 minutes. It's
Still,
gonna pack a lot.
8 to 9. Leave me alone. What's wrong?
He said, "Leave me alone."
He's like he needs the extra time to process stuff. So yeah, I understand
Yeah.
that.
So yeah,
When
we'll
you
get our
miss the
predictions in a
pre-order
minute.
window.
So Ness, so what do you think about the games we're talking about? Like, what do you think that a game is too long and also a game is too short? And if you have any like examples of those two type of games?
I think it's all perspective in that particular case, because you may have a banger of a game and it's only like 10 hours long. You're like, damn, I wish it was like 20 more hours I could put into this game. And then you've got a couple that run 100 hours plus, and you're like, oh my god, can I just be over it? Can I be done? I'm over it. Like, the game's good, but I don't want to play this game anymore. So you got those kind of scenarios. Like, for instance, we did Returnal for the book club, and I've put 48 plus hours into that game.
Yeah, because
Like-
it got its hooks into you.
Yeah, it hooks. And like, after I beat it the first time, it took me 6 hours to beat it the second time around, and then I was working on a third playthrough so I could finish like finding the last bit of secrets, and I was going to be done with it. But I moved over to Ghost of Tsushima now, so
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
that game,
My man.
so good.
yeah. So I put in probably maybe 4 or 5 hours into that game so far. So it's solid. It's solid.
Oh, dude, that game is goated, bro.
It's solid.
Yeah,
And
it's
I've got Assassin's Creed just chilling. I got the collector's edition for it. I just got it chilling right now. I didn't even open it because I knew as soon as I opened it and I saw the statues and all that stuff, I'm like, man, I'm gonna want to play this game. But I was like, no.
The statue's pretty badass, man.
It's nice. It's nice.
When you see it in person, you be like,
Yeah.
hey,
I told myself I gotta play Ghost first, and then I'll roll into Assassin.
I need to finish it. I'm not
the
quite done with it
statue,
yet.
man. You know how I was talking about like how it has that funky plastic smell? It didn't even have that funky plastic smell. I was
I
like,
was
okay.
just glad it wasn't damaged, because I had heard, I think some of y'all in the group was talking about y'all had some damaged boxes or something like that, right?
No,
Yeah,
not me.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
Alex.
Alex,
said
yeah,
his.
Alex did.
Yeah, his.
Yeah.
No, my
damaged.
box was it was damaged, but they didn't deliver it, so they sent out another one.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute, hold on. It was damaged, so they didn't deliver it.
So while it was in transport, it got damaged, and so
Mhm.
FedEx contacted GameStop. They sent it back, and then GameStop sent out a new one
Oh, okay.
because it was damaged by FedEx.
Did you call it when I sent you that number, or they just did it automatically?
Well, I tried, and you know how it has the option. If you press 2, GameStop will call you back, and them bitch ass motherfuckers didn't call the goddamn thing back. Excuse my French, but they didn't call me. I actually tried 3 or 4 different times to have them call me back, and then the other time I just stayed online. I was like, well, I'm just gonna stay here. Like, it was over an hour, nobody ever picked up the phone. I was like, bro, I got other things to do. And then I just looked in my app, and it was like, a new order's been, sent, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, then I don't even need to worry about it at this point. But I'm like, bro, it's like, they have like one intern trying to answer all the phones. It's not happening. I'm just telling you, the
One
customer
intern.
service is lacking.
So you got one for Xbox and one for PS5, right?
Yes, correct.
Oh.
I got the PS5 one. I
got the PS5 one.
PS5. I think at this point I'm pretty much locked in on getting all my collector's editions on PlayStation moving forward.
The only reason I do it on both is because I feel like there'll be less of the Xbox ones. And so I'm hedging that'll make them more valuable over time.
That makes sense.
I know, and I'm like, something in the back of my mind's like, it's not going to happen, and then another part of my mind's going to be like, yeah, it may go up, and then 360 went up.
Hey,
And-
when I
You can't predict.
yeah, but I mean, I was talking to Steve about this the other night. He called, and I was talking about like, man, it is so difficult for me to go and buy certain games after I've sold them. Like after I made that big, liquidation sale last year, I go back and I'm like, damn, all these Xbox games. I love Xbox games, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to pay what they cost now, because I was getting like $5-10 all day every day, and now some of those games, those same titles are like 50, 60, 80, $100. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
The thing that I don't get is it's like a lot of those games, they are that value, but I mean, are there actual buyers for them? Like, do they actually spend that kind of money on those games, or do they just kind of sit in perpetuity on eBay?
Remember I told y'all this day? I
You
was
sent me that today.
I was doing my spring cleaning and I found this. I forgot I had this, and the game was sealed and everything in there because I got the lamp, but the lamp is kind of like fidgety, so I got to fix the lamp or get a new one.
I was about to say, like, so it's a lamp that came with that, the collector's edition?
Yeah, a lightning lamp. Yeah.
Look
I don't know if it's on the back or what, but yeah, you can see it like right here.
Bring up your screen so we could all look at it more closely.
Sorry, guys. Yeah,
because I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that had a
collection. So that lightning lamp right there.
Oh, I remember that. It's the blade. Okay, that's a lamp. I didn't know that was a lamp. Okay, I thought it was like a replica of the sword. I didn't know it was a lamp.
It stopped working a little bit, so I got to figure out how to get it back doing, or I gotta make sure, or I gotta get another one. Which I looked online, and they still like $200 for these lamps, and it's like crazy. But what's so crazy about the thing, like this whole collection is like $300-400. You know. Like I remember when I bought it, it was like
of course you do, Alex. You said I got a sealed copy.
I know you got two of these.
It's actually sitting up like so. Like whenever I do the game room review, I'll show you because it's on the. I've got it.
And it still got a sealed copy of Metal Gear Solid, and then I got the steel book. I forgot they had all that in there. I just put it away and like I want to feel like Alex.
It's a cool collector's edition.
Yeah, and like all my collector's editions of stuff, I take the main part out, like the statue, and then leave everything else sealed inside of it. So I was like, wow. So I want to get another one of these if I can find me another cheap one, but the box is still. When did this thing come out?
It's one of those. What do you call those? Like the electric things, to where you put your fingers on. It's one of those.
The plasma.
Yeah, the plasma. Yeah, like I didn't know it was that. I think I kind of want this thing now.
It's badass. It's cool. Like my thing is,
I didn't know
every Metal Gear, Metal
price
Gear
on all this is gonna jump just because you showed it.
I know, right? They're gonna blame me now.
Tomorrow, $600 sealed, blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, we know.
But no, I love collector's editions though.
Damn, somebody on eBay selling this shit for $700. No,
there you go. See, told you. Dude was watching the podcast, decided to change the price right now. He's like,
yeah. I was listening to y'all talking about City of the Wolves.
Oh yeah, what? Okay, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, so I'm in a couple of Neo Geo groups, and there's a Neo Geo group, a global group that I'm in that's just on WhatsApp. So, and a lot of them are longtime collectors. Yeah, a lot of folks was vocal up in that Joker when they dropped the trailer for that. A lot of folks don't like it. A lot of the big time guys they didn't like the character, and there was a select few that said, like, I mean, it's cool, it's it's publicity, and this brings people.
Oh man,
like what's his name? I Show Speed, is that his name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like I saw a meme like where someone's like, next Evo tournament, we're gonna be a bunch of streamers and big time content creators that are going to go in and play just because they're all big fans of, what is Cristiano? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Ronaldo. I'm not a big soccer fan. That's just me. And it probably would have been cool if his move sets were a little bit better. It just seems so stiff
and corny.
It's Sakura. It's Sakura.
I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, what's the purpose behind this character in the game outside of his celebrity?
Yeah, part of record he said change.
It does change the story, unless it's just going to be some kind of standalone. Like, hey, he doesn't really do anything for the main story of the game, and he's just some extra character to play with.
No, he's in the main roster.
I get that, but I'm saying, like,
Oh,
He's not going to be a repeat character in a
Mhm.
sequel game. He's going to be
No.
in this game, right? Unless they're just
Yeah.
going to be paying him, over
Well,
and
they
over.
are paying him for his
It's like
likeness.
Mortal Kombat cameos in a sense, right? Like,
Yeah, like
sort of.
it would make more sense. If they were to do, instead of a celebrity, yeah, we knew we were getting Street Fighter characters, but let's say they, for some crazy ass reason they brought in a Tekken character, right?
Mhm.
That would have been cool. That would have been like more justifiable because we're trying to see like this merge of all these different fighting genres come in
Mhm.
and have these different characters from different series come in and fight each other. That would have been cool. Or even maybe a teaser of a character from Capcom versus SNK 2, right?
See, that would have been
Been cool. Again, like if this is their way to bring in folks that don't normally play fighting games and they're big time fans of him, then cool. It is what it is.
I think that will work. I think a lot of people who love him, because I put in the chat last night, he got like over 600 million followers just on Instagram, and that video, like in the first hour, got 30 million views. I bet you like 10% of those people are going to buy that game just because he's in it.
I was say, imagine 1% of the people who watch that buying it, but that's. Hold on, let's do some math.
I said this.
I say 10%.
If SNK was smart, if they were really smart, and they were really trying to branch out with their IPs and not just fighting games, because right now it's just fighting games, and then you've got a mobile Metal Slug, right?
Yeah.
If you were trying to bring back some of your older IPs like Super Sidekicks, then that would make sense to introduce him in that game and say like, oh, he's a character on the roster, but also we're bringing back Super Sidekicks in this new format. And it's gonna be still arcadey, and it's gonna be that, but it's gonna be with all these new graphics, the same engine that we're using for KOF, same engine that we're using for City of the Wolves. That would make sense, but I don't see that on the horizon right now.
I think it was shock really because like people was trying to figure out like how does this fit. I mean, I see both sides. I see the side of okay, this is gonna bring a lot more eyes to this game because if you really think about it. Fatal Fury has been lost over the years, and it really hasn't seen like mainstream since the 360. And I would even go farther and say, City Mark of the Wolves back in the day.
Dreamcast was it?
Yeah, I would say Dreamcast era,
Dreamcast.
Because after that, it was like King of Fighters, but you really didn't see much of like Fatal Fury like since 2000 started. So.
And I get it, and I also get people who don't like it. So it's whoever did it, they make it noise. People, I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it.
That's a good thing. And, all publicity is good publicity in some form or fashion. You've got people that say I don't like this. They're still talking about it. They're still posting it. And, that's getting out. So it is what it is.
Like, when the last time you heard this much fuss about Fatal Fury? I mean, even the Street Fighter's characters didn't even cause this much controversy.
I mean, I don't think I've heard fuss about a celebrity being put in a game.
Yeah.
I don't know many games where, I mean, we don't ever complain when Snoop's in a game, but it's Snoop.
I mean,
right?
Snoop is Snoop, dog.
It's Snoop,
the past, right?
Like,
Snoop
is a gamer. He's a known gamer,
and
he is a Call of Duty player, like big time. So it made sense for him to do
it. Does Ronaldo play games?
I don't know.
Apparently,
we don't know. Yeah,
he probably gets his FIFA on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, if he's a feature in a game, of course he'll play that.
Get the what?
FIFA. Soccer.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What'd you think I said?
That is people. What you think I said, son? Well, but that just it's really. I like both sides. Hearing both sides. Some people are super passionate about it, especially them Neo Geo groups. They are super passionate. I like. Woo.
I think that. I mean, I think they're hoping that, and I'm assuming that SNK's idea is to try to step into the esports realm and challenge the big, Street Fighter, Tekken, and Mortal Kombat as the next, contender for a good esports fighting game, right?
No, man.
No,
He said, "Nah, man." How he said
they
that?
don't. I mean, what's the
I
funny?
mean, no, I mean, KOF is yeah, it's KOF.
It's not. It's not going. They're
not-
gonna get there. It's not. It's not
The
there
City of
yet.
the Wolves is gonna make some noise, and it's
Right.
it's a lot of the competitive folks that play in Evo and some of the other tournaments that like this is a solid game, so it's gonna be
Okay.
a big seller.
Because they don't give them legs long term to like release DLC characters and crap like that. If you're not aiming for that, then I mean, who are you selling this to? Right?
Yeah,
I
but
think
mean,
if
like,
this
who's gonna be the next guest, like, character, right? Are you gonna put in like, I don't know, LeBron James, and then he's gonna be a
Just-
basketball? I'm like,
Just
come
come up
on,
with
man.
original characters, right? Or borrow from
LeBron-
other actual fighting games. It works for
LeBron
Street
James.
I
Fighter.
think that so the thing is that it's like, Fatal Fury and just all of the fighters, Samurai Showdown, all the stuff that came from SNK, there was a period of time where they were the games. That
Mhm.
I mean, like the hardcore guys and gals, that's the game that they were playing, the games that they were playing in the
Was this-
arcade.
Was this before
And
Street
so,
Fighter?
no,
it's
Street
during
Fighter,
Street
no,
Fighter.
Street Fighter was there, but it's like, you had to be a special someone to be able to play on both sides of that fence. And it's like, I don't know, first of all, they never were as big as Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat Mortal Kombat's kind of weird, but Street Fighter for sure.
Yeah, we're coming strong.
Tekken, Virtua Fighter actually was huge for a while,
Yeah,
but it's like,
Oh yeah.
it's a smaller company, smaller budget. The production values are a little bit. I mean, the controls are a little bit not as, graphics a little. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like they were always kind of a B tier, set of games, right?
Yeah.
There's the potential there, and I would love to see a partnership like really bloom between Capcom and SNK, which I feel like that's the direction they're going in
Mhm.
with some of the titles that they kind of announced and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
And when you get
been
that,
there, though.
and you get like, all of a sudden you got multiple like Art of Fighting, Fatal Fury, all those guys and gals, those characters coming into that world, but it's got that little Capcom, extra something, the zing.
Yeah.
Then yeah, because it's like if you look at the way that Street Fighter 6 and 5 and even 4, I mean, it's like they had some of the, I mean, they were amazing. They were really, really good.
Yeah.
that's when they were changing it up.
Do you think we'll get a CVS 3?
I think we will. I
Yeah.
think we will.
I want to see Capcom versus SNK 3, like.
Yeah, that's what you just said.
Yeah,
CBS3
like
is
I
good.
haven't. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like I have been waiting on that game since, Capcom versus what was it? Capcom versus SNK 2, Mark of the
Millennium.
yeah,
Hmm.
or yeah, that one, the 2000 whatever. It came out on Dreamcast and everything. I still have that game. I mean, I still play it on the Dreamcast, and I'm just kind of like, this is just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
I had that. That was where I started my tournament playing when I was in high school.
Nice.
Like the SVs, CVS2, bro. Man, I played K Groove. My setup was Rock. I had Ryu, and then my third was Sagat.
You know.
Bro,
Yeah,
Sagat
I
was a
just-
beast.
I was
Sagat
Sagat.
was a beast in K Groove. man.
Sagat,
I was
God.
just
He's the best character. He's the best character of the game. Like,
Hey,
He's
K
just the
Group
best
was,
character ever. Sagat has
was
always
K
been my
Group?
guy.
Was it wasn't SNK Group? Was it? What was K Group?
K Groove
Group.
was SNK.
he's the best character of the game.
What?
No, I
Because that was
He
like
was the best character. He was, bro.
No, man. I'll say
Sagat-
this.
Bro, when he hit that Tiger genocide, you were done, son. It was
okay,
over.
don't get me wrong. Sagat was like the frame rates on some of the hitboxes in that game were insane. Like his fierce punch was like insane. Like you could just
Yeah, the
reach
best normals
halfway
in the game.
across-
Easily best normals in the game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, yes.
But
You know what I
Bison's
don't
paint defense-
understand is why Sagat gets no love from Capcom. Of all the characters that needs to have a big, amazing story, it's Sagat. Like they need to give the Dark Hado to Sagat. And, oh my God, he would be such a monster. I mean, he would make a Puma just fold like a cheap
Sagat's
folding
spent
chair.
so
I mean,
many
it would be
years
over.
Being S tier at every like,
Mhm.
I like. I still follow the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo scene, and like, old Sagat is still just a cheat code. Like,
Yeah,
come
but I
on,
mean,
man.
Yes, you're getting the
Can you
challenge out
imagine?
there. Yeah.
I see
Can
that.
you like just visualize a Dark Hado version of? Oh my God! It's like all of a
That
sudden
would
you
be
just see him
insane.
like he punches through like Ryu's head and like blood and brains and stuff hit the wall. Akuma, he just elbows and his teeth and his face just like cave in. And he's like,
Hey,
just
no,
whatever he chants his little whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like, Tiger like ultra genocide, and it's just like, oh, golly, that would have been, it'd be so sick. They need to add a little bit of something to that. I mean, it's like, if Capcom's listening, please, for the love of God, make a Dark Shadow version of Sagat.
Hey, this is the part of the
so.
podcast where Saturn checks out because we're talking about fighting games.
I mean, I don't know what else to say.
As soon as I brought it up, she was like, "Oh, I'm in my phone. I'm done."
Yeah. Let me go get my cat again.
All right, I'm sorry. I'll stop talking about fighting games.
No. You guys keep talking. My cats are fighting in the background, so I have to mute because
Hey, look, that's a
they're
fighting game, too.
legitimately fighting.
That's a fucking game.
Round
What was it
one,
like?
fight.
Was it Primal Rage?
Primal Rage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you get energy when you eat the humans and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You turn
Because they
into
be walking
the
on the
different
street, you
animals
just go
and
down, scoop them up, eat them, you get more
It
energy.
makes me. I know we were trying to get off fighting games. It makes me wonder what happens to those old fighting games. Y'all remember Time Killers?
Time
Yeah.
killers.
Time killer.
Damn,
Hold
am I
on.
just that old?
Yes,
Well,
the
all
one
right.
that was on the Sega Genesis.
Time
It's
Killers.
Eternal
Hey,
Champion.
Eternal
Oh,
Champions.
that's
There was also
Eternal
one called Time
Champions,
Killers.
I don't remember Time Killer.
I don't think I've
never
ever
played this.
seen this before.
I'm
Yeah,
about to go
what the
check
hell?
myself right into the nursing home. 'Cause I'm old as hell.
It's a
Well,
Genesis
I
game.
Oh, I remember this.
I
I've
remember the
never-
arcade.
Bro, I'm looking at the.
I'm
looking at
I
the Genesis
did not like
version.
this game.
Oh, it was
Yeah, I-
terrible. It was absolutely
Yeah,
terrible.
I remember
That's
it.
probably
I
why.
don't know
'Cause,
what it
yeah.
is.
It was that, and it was always that and Pit Fighter were always right next to each other. at
Oh
Walmart. And
I
Pit
didn't
my
Fighter
Fighter.
was
god, that game
I
Pit
was
didn't
Fighter
Fighter.
was
trash.
garbage truck juice, bro. It was horrible.
I remember renting this game at Blockbuster
Yeah.
for the weekend because I had my cousin Genesis and then he had my Super Nintendo because we'll like switch over. Like, okay, so you use my Super Nintendo for 2 weeks and I'll use your Genesis 2 weeks. So, we're like, I'm going to Blockbuster real quick and get this game. Man, I rented this game. I was so mad. This game was just horrible. I
Arcade
hated this
version had
game.
really good graphics, but the ports were, oh my god, they were horrible.
Oh, I hated that shit. I was so mad. Like, I said, I want my Super Nintendo back, please.
I gotta
So-
add this to the ROM collection because I've never played this before.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
Power Stone
horrible.
is great.
Oh, Power Stone's
Saturn,
horrible.
speaking of fighting games, do you like any fighting games?
Who's that going? That's a Saturn.
I was about to say
Yeah.
Smash, I bet. Smash?
Yeah. What fighting games do you like?
I don't like fighting games.
Well, yeah, Smash is one of them. You know what? I did play some Mortal Kombat way before, and then I haven't played any of the recent ones, so I don't know how upgraded the graphics are, but I'm sure it's nice. What else? Because like the last one I've played was on PS2. Well, we have. Sorry,
Tekken Tag?
not Tekken.
No,
Mortal Kombat?
Mortal
Was it Mortal Kombat
Deadly
Deception?
Alliance?
I've never played any of the Tekkens. I will say this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Deception was good.
No, it's okay.
And
Deadly
never played
Alliance.
any of the Tekkens. Ooh.
Deception. Oh, Deception was so good.
Deception was really good. Yeah. Oh, but that story, Mortal Kombat story has always been pretty good, freaking good. It's been like,
goated.
That Conquest mode of Deception, that's all I played was that.
and then the Crypt.
Yeah.
What other games do you play? Fighting
we,
games?
we do have like Street Fighter, but that's because I've played those in like every arcade that I've been at, especially like the huge ones. And then obviously I purchased the latest title because it was open world, so that was fun.
Oh
but-
yes.
I'm really bad at combination. That's the problem. Because like the last time I was really like into trying to unlock every characters, and yes, Smash is one of them. When I was trying to unlock like every characters, it was maybe when I was in high school when I was playing Mortal Kombat, and then yeah, the game theme. You know when you have a friend that has all the discs inside a binder.
Yep, we
Mhm.
all had that friend.
I
That
had
was one of those
I
friends.
was one of them too.
so I didn't get the chance to get the title, so I do apologize. But I did like it. I was always playing Melina. That was like the one character, and then just
Okay.
fighting my way around. I was pretty bad, but I did spend a lot of hours at my friend's house. To unlock
That's
the
good though.
characters. Yeah.
Everybody had their friend growing up had the binder.
Yeah, because she had like the PlayStation that I didn't have. I only got my first PlayStation ever, like in our household, because we had the first PlayStation, which was like my grandma that had it. So the actual PlayStation that we had was PlayStation 3. We didn't have a 2. So I had to go to other people's house to play 2 so I can play what's it called? Not the Guitar Hero.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I would go to my friend's house to play Guitar Hero. And then
That
I would
was a good
go to my
time.
friend's house to play
Oh.
Mortal Kombat.
Ooh, Guitar Hero, man. I remember I played that first
Oh, and
time.
then Dance Dance Revolution was so
Yep.
fun back then.
Yep. Sandstorm on DDR on hard. Ooh, shoot. That was like,
Man,
I
hey,
knew
everybody.
That's the goal.
kill that song.
Okay, hey,
Arcade.
I like Dance Dance Revolution so much. I had when it got the metal pad with the stand up thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, the little guardrail.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that was
I had it
good.
after
That was so good. That was like a $200. Here's another thing that I like, and I'm going to get this right here one day. But Beat Mania, I love the scratch disc.
Balls.
Pause. Yeah, Beat Mania.
Like, what you trying to beat on? See, like what?
I'm sorry.
Beat Mania, baby.
Damn, he said.
But they have a Beat Mania Pro controller, right? And this Pro controller, I've seen it so many times. Oh my goodness! Like I saw it in Japan. It was like $300, but I really want this Pro controller. Like, I think when I go to Japan next time, I'm definitely going to like buy this. If I'm try to put it on the screen, but this Pro controllers, oh my gosh, they are so nice. Like, here's one right here. Like, these are the Pro controllers.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I see.
Let me see. Like, look at this right here. $500 something for the Beat
Oh
Mania.
no!
Oh, the actual controller for
Like,
those things
yeah.
are expensive.
Yeah,
That's
that's
more than
really.
real turntables, is it not? Like,
Yeah, it might
And this-
might as well be. Yeah, it's
I seen this one in Japan. This one right here. Like, and it was cheaper. So I like when I go, I'm getting one of these.
that's
Like,
damn
this
good
is like
DJ equipment. Yep, DJ Pro Station. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is like the beginner one, but the big metal one, shit. Like this right here. Shit, got your ass.
It do look nice though. It do look nice.
I want one.
I don't know why, looking at this, that reminds me of that MTV music generator. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, it does, because they had that on the cover.
Make your own beats.
Mm-hmm.
I think I still have those on a memory card somewhere. All my
I
old
hated
beats.
that game. That game sucked. Okay, that and RPG Maker and Fighter Maker. Remember Fighter Maker?
I remember
Fighter
RPG Maker.
Fighter Maker was kind of garbage, bro. Like,
It was. I was so mad at Fighter Maker because I really thought I rented the game. So I'm gonna make me the best fighting game. Man, I was lost for like 8 hours. I was like,
yeah, it's really tough. RPG Maker was cool, but you really had to sit down and really learn the systems and be really creative to really actually make something out of RPG Maker. But it was a cool set of tools for sure.
Particular set of skills.
Yeah, but it was crazy. Okay, guys, so now we are going to get into our predictions for the Switch 2 next week. Next week we will be on April 2nd, not that Wednesday. So that Wednesday, not that Thursday, that Wednesday. So we're gonna have a big episode. Tell all your friends, tell your mama, your baby mamas, your baby daddies.
Not your baby mamas. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He said
All that
baby
stuff.
mamas,
Come
plural.
check it out. We're gonna talk about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll talk about
yeah.
we'll talk about it. But let's talk about our predictions for the Switch 2. And let's go with Saturn since we always catch her off guard. Saturn,
And
what are your predictions next week for the Switch 2 reveal? And also to give me one thing that you really, really hope that they come fruition.
Okay, let's start with my hope because it's also a prediction because it is a hope. We will start with the fact that I'm still waiting for Nintendo Online to update because I am tired of playing Game Boy games. I'm tired of playing N64 and Super Nintendo. I'm tired.
Do you want
So-
GameCube?
Huh?
You want a GameCube? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, I do.
GameCube, and then if they can bring DS, 3DS, any of the DSs, I'd be very
Mhm.
satisfied with that. It's long overdue, and I'm tired of whatever options they have now. Now, when it comes to actual gaming, I'm not sure like what title games that they could have that would get me excited. Like we always talked about how much we want Legend of Zelda to be re-released for Switch 2. Is it gonna happen? I don't think so at this point. So I'm gonna scrap that completely and just hope that they have like at least like one interesting title game, like a game that just comes out. Hopefully Smash, to be honest, but like I'm just saying, if they can get Smash, I'd be very happy about it because they haven't done it in a while. Like I know we have Mario Kart coming, but let's just like add the games that was released with the first Switch onto the new Switch. Something new at the same time, right?
You want another 1-2 switch?
Huh?
You want another 1-2 switch?
No.
No.
Oh, God, no.
Nobody wants them.
Yeah,
I like that.
No, you do.
I just want a new
Don't lie.
Switch.
I did.
He's
No,
asking, don't
you
lie.
fronting. That's all caps.
He said you front.
No, I think we should get a new Super Smash Brothers. I also think that they should do Square Enix characters in it. So, because like Sephiroth is great and all, but we need more than that. So let's see.
Well, you had Cloud and like Hero from Dragon Quest.
And then you had Sora in there, so he was the
Sora?
last. He was the last one to show up.
We need Wind Waker redone.
I don't think they're gonna do it. I want that. I want Wind Waker. I want the Twilight Princess. Do I think they're gonna do it at this point? It's Nintendo. If you ask them for something, they'll purposely not do it. Just like we wanted Twilight Princess number 2, and we never got it. We got the stupid crossbow link instead because they scrap production halfway through. Like, who does that?
Yeah, no, you know why they do that? Because it wasn't up to the Nintendo seal of quality. That's why. And in fact, Metroid Prime 4 was scrapped after 4 years of development.
That's what we was talking about. And I guess
no
they killed
business
some of the
doing that. Just let it
assets, but
go.
Yeah, but
so it took another 4 years to
to
break
be
the
a
game.
better game because Nintendo's like, no, we're not playing with our IPs. They're not going to pull a Microsoft and be like, we're going to release this Halo game that's like so cool. Everybody's going to love it, but it doesn't have any of the features we promise, and some of those features will never show up.
You
But
mad
then-
about this
But
deal?
then they release crossbow, like Link's cross. What is that? I'm sorry, I will never buy it.
I mean, that shit was kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it was. Please tell you it was
More
fun.
like-
It was the only.
I mean,
The only reason I bought that was because of the gun peripheral. I was like, man, I want to use this for Call of Duty and Medal of Honor. I ain't winning for anything else. Nah, I mean,
Hey, Link's crossbow training was pretty fun. I ain't
it
gonna
was
lie.
kind of fun.
I don't know.
I mean, you can get through it.
excited.
It was a great party game.
I don't
Because-
want
man,
to
I
party.
know what playing.
I
Look,
want to
it wasn't a mainline entry into the thing, though, right? Like that's just kind of like
No,
a
it
little
was
side
a
it
party
was
game.
his own little same. It was his own little
Cool.
thing, yeah.
All right, so Megan, what you
man.
think? What you looking for next week?
Honestly, I think everybody already knows, man. I want to see what it's doing. I want to see what it's doing with a lot of these Switch games because since the Switch came out, there was a bunch of games that was running very anemic on that hardware, mainly Xenoblade
Wow.
Chronicles 2. I said, bro, why is this running at what was it? It was like it wasn't even 480. It was like 356p. I was like, yo, I didn't even know resolution could reach that low. We was doing that in 2017. So like that's. I mean, the new game, that's a given. I mean, we already saw what some of the those leaks that came out about what a lot of third parties are working on. So I just want to know what a lot of these older Switch 1 games are going to be looking like because I may be ostracized a little bit, but to this day I still have not beaten Breath of the Wild. Still haven't beaten that shit, mainly because I mean it runs all right on the regular Switch, but I ain't gonna lie, that game would be much better if it ran at 60 FPS, you know. I mean, hopefully Nintendo got some cooking in the background for that. So if we can get updates on
I
that
think
stuff,
those
like, that's
games are
what
going
I'm
to just
looking for.
run better immediately out the box.
Yeah, that's
I don't.
yeah.
So I
Exactly,
don't think it's
'cause-
going to need a patch per se. I think it's just the hardware will be able to push it to a more stable frame rate.
Exactly, yeah. So it's mainly it's that and just like Nintendo hasn't really been in like the power and specs business for like 3 or 4 generations now. But I just want to see like some examples of what other games just so we can test the water to see what power scale wise is going to be looking like. So that's pretty much it. So I want to see what Switch 1 games are going to be running at and just potentially what's underneath the hood by announcements by some games, hopefully like some third-party games, just so we can see what we're working with. So that's about it. So nothing too much for me. I just want to, see what you're working with, man. That's pretty much it. Ain't too much to ask for. So.
Do something a little strange for some
Change
change.
for a little
you know?
change. Mm-hmm. Don't just can't be a little too strange now because at that point, I'm gonna have to bow out. But like, I can't do that. I knew y'all was getting kind of nasty around here.
Nintendo was like a Martin with GDT. What's he? GDT? What? Nintendo, what?
was it?
I got the draws, man. Got the draws.
Your Honor,
Can I-
you're
can
going to
I
have
ask
to
a
make him
question?
answer. What does GTG stand for?
Got the draws, man. Got the draws. I got the draw. I got the draw. Got the draw.
And he runs back into the stands. He's like, he got the draws.
You guys haven't seen the episode of Bar that was so damn funny.
Oh my god, so many good episodes.
I got the draws, man. I got the draws.
Let me ask a quick question though, and this is I want to hear what Saturn has to say about this. But the new game that's coming out, the Claire Obscure, whatever.
Oh, Expedition 33.
33. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like that's coming out soon, right? So I figured you're pretty big into JRPGs and stuff like that. Are you interested in that game, or has it even come across your radar?
Let me look it up, please.
She's like, Expedition who? Like, I don't know that's
I think this is going to be a sleeper hit of this year. I think it's going to be one of those games where
it has the potential. Mm-hmm.
you know, people are going to be like, I don't really know what's going on. And then when it hits, people are going to be like, I cannot find it in stock anywhere. They're going to be buying digital copies. It's on Xbox Game Pass. So for the Game Pass crew, you're covered day one. But it's a small little team out of like Montpellier, France. And they like put the game together. It's like 20, 30, guys and gals that got together and put this game together. And it's paying homage to like the old school, like RPGs, Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 7, some of that other stuff that's out there. And it has like a world map that you navigate with like your little airship or whatever. And it's supposedly it's like really, really good. Like all the people who've had review copies and have been messing around with it have had positive feedback so far. So I'm just kind of curious if that's a game that would be up your alley.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. It looks really pretty. I like environments. I'm really big on that.
I would say
Yeah.
like if you really like environmental details stuff like that, I think you'll enjoy this.
Kind
Because
of like
anything-
BioShock a little bit.
Kinda,
It's
yeah,
turn-based,
mhm,
right? So the
because
combat
it's
is old
turn-based.
school,
It's
turn-based.
like a real like super HD version of BioShock with a lot light. It looks like this. It looks weird, but dang, just
Because a lot of
and that
people were
collector's edition
saying
sold out quick.
how it was made, their philosophy, how they went about making the game. They're pretty much taking like design elements and like different systems from games that were made like during the SNES and like PlayStation era, and they're pretty much just doing that, but with better
With,
hardware.
like cutting edge graphics.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it's essentially a SNES PS1 era game that's just made in HD. That's essentially what it is.
I'm like beyond
That's what I like
excited
about
to
it.
play it.
Oh yeah, same
Did
here.
you get-
Yeah, like
Did
I
you
wish
get
we
the
got that
collector's
question.
edition?
Yeah, I was
did you
saying,
finally-
that-
I finally snagged a couple of three of them.
couple of
A couple of three of them. Are they on PlayStation?
Yes.
What is
That's all. That the collector's edition's only on PlayStation.
Okay, I might need you to save one of those for me if you can, good sir. Because
He ain't saving one for you. Already know that.
I was looking everywhere for that motherfucker, bro.
what
I mean,
what
just go look
PlayStation
on eBay. Look at what they're selling for right now. They're selling for $400 a pop.
Shit.
What-
GameStop
And
have
I
some like
promise
they
you,
do it
so what's
again.
going to happen is when this game drops, I think that it's going to have good reviews. It'll probably be a solid 8 or higher is kind of what my guess is. And so if that happens, it's going to bump the values on these CEs, I think.
Which game are we talking about?
Expedition
Claire
33.
Obscure
Expedition
Expedition
33.
33.
Yeah, that's a weird name. It's like I just call it Expedition 33. It's
All right.
It's
Yeah.
got a very
Comes
obscure
out
name.
next month, I think.
yep.
Yeah, it's coming out April. Is it April 20th?
Oh,
Let me look.
April 20,
April
April
24th.
24th. Mm-hmm.
24th. Okay.
well, definitely get a copy because I gotta support my French people. But also, it looks really nice.
Yeah, it looks.
So I think I'll get
I-
a pre-order next week while I get my pre-order for the Switch 2 at the same time. So I'm gonna do it in person, only because I don't trust the internet.
You're not gonna do it.
Oh,
That's
good.
not gonna work.
I'll try on the
Hey.
internet, but I'm pretty sure it'll be sold out. So I'm gonna go run at my local GameStop that opens at 10 a.m. sharp.
The base copy of the game you don't have a problem with. The deluxe version is also available, but the collector's is out. The question I have about the Switch too, because Best Buy does me dirty every single time I try to, order
They see
anything.
you order 6 of them. That's
I
why
will
he's stopping this
order it.
motherfucker.
I will order it. I know. Listen, and I don't even treat Best Buy, wrong, right? I only order one thing from Best Buy. And
Only
as soon as
one
the order goes
thing.
through,
They
it's
crack you
confirmed. 15 minutes later, it's like, sorry, there's a glitch in the system, or we saw some unusual activity on your account. We're gonna cancel your stuff. And I'm like, bro, I only ordered one. I only ordered one.
I've never had issues with Best
Too
Buy.
bad that you couldn't get 4
I
of
haven't
them.
either.
So
I mean,
and they deliver the same day. That's the thing with Best Buy that I appreciate is if the pre-order is not sold out, and then you can get your hands on it. The day that it's you're supposed to receive it, you'll get a notification the day before that it's shipped, and then that same day, like that you're supposed to have it, you'll get it in the morning. At least for me, because I live close to like 3 different locations, so whichever has it in stock, they just send it. But they've never given me issues. It's GameStop that gives me issues, and I don't like GameStop. I never did. So. I'm gonna have to test my luck with them as well in person, just in case.
I just think when it comes in, I think GameStop is going to have some more when it releases, because like some people are not going to be able to pay for it, and then you got to be looking like jump on it really quick. Because I want a lot of collector's editions this year. I think this year has been 2025, and we won't get you the minute, Zella, but 2025, I really see increase of collector's edition, because 2024 didn't have that many collector's editions.
No, it didn't.
And 25 now is like already like starting having like banger collector's edition.
Yes.
I'm like, damn, like 24 was dry. Like only collector's edition 24 was what, Spider-Man? That's I can remember.
Yeah, but we got 19 inches of Venom, bro.
Oh, and also in Mortal Kombat balls.
Yeah, but the Mortal Kombat was
That was
I did not.
23, I thought.
I would say those the Spider-Man was 23
Spider-Man.
and Mortal
Yeah, it was
Kombat.
23.
Yeah, that was
Oh
23.
damn! So 24 didn't get anything.
Because 23 was the
Express
craziest
Speed.
year in gaming ever.
Mhm.
Like all kinds of shit came out that year.
Yeah.
That's why it feels like it was
24
2 years long. Yeah.
No, I think that the Doom collector's edition is going to be hot.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
see, that's funny. I actually ordered the PC version of that one because I was kind of like, I'm not playing that crap on a console. I'm playing this shit on PC, yo. Like, how many frames per second? I don't know, 700.
700. I don't know. Just counting.
It's all the frames. All the frames. Oh man.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm in a weird spot, man. It's like I got too much stuff going on, and I'm having to deal with like when I have to deal with people stupid, that gets me riled up, and then I want to bite people and stuff. So
Oh, snap.
They're throwing couches and shit on your property.
yeah, it's like I'm gonna sit there. I was like, I'm just gonna go and get a hunting blind set up and wait for these dudes to come out and just bop bop bop. It's like there go all your wheels. It's like drive off now, bitch. It's so funny, right? Because the enforcement, we have local, property enforcement or whatever. And because it had happened so back to back, dude called me up. He's like, "Bro, you're not gonna believe it." And I said, "What?" And it's like they put a couch on your property again. I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "Don't worry, I'm not putting like a warning on your property or anything. I know it's not you." And I was like, he's like, "But just get rid of it." And I was like, fine. So now I asked him, I was like, "Can I put spike strips down? Can I do all this other stuff?" He's like, "I probably wouldn't do that, but it's your property. Do what you need to do."
I mean, yeah, they throwing couches and shit on your property. Man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Bro, if I can see it, what I would love to do is I'm gonna be petty as fuck, right? I'm gonna sit back, let somebody drop a couch off, then I'm gonna load it up. I'm gonna just track them, figure out where they're at. And then when they're asleep, I'm gonna dump that couch right on their own fucking lawn and be like, "What's up, bitch?"
The fact that you said somebody dumped a couch on your lawn
and
again,
then you
it's
should write a
kind
note.
of...
And then you should write a note on it. It's
Well,
like, I think it dropped
property.
this.
Oh,
It's
God,
industrial
okay.
property. It's zone commercial. Like, there's nobody out there, right? Like, so it's really easy because there's not like a whole bunch of people out there in the middle of the night. It's not in a residential area or anything.
Gotcha. Okay. I was like, who's just out here dumping couches on people's lawns? Like,
It looks like vacant land because technically it's vacant land. Like there's some stuff that I want to build there. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. I'm actually in the process of working on that. But it's like one of those things where it's like they were like, "Ooh, we could just dump stuff here because nobody's paying attention." I'm like, "Nah, bitch, we're paying attention. It's just that I got a real life unlike you."
This dude is wild. Y'all see what Alex is pissed off is so funny because he be pissed off for that. When I saw him through that, when he showed it, I said, "Oh, he gonna come on the check on the podcast."
You pissed off too. You gotta take time out of your busy schedule to
Oh,
pick
couch
up trash, pick up
couch.
trash that's on your property that you
Couch,
are responsible
couch.
for. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, 100%. I was gonna Rick James these assholes.
I was gonna Rick James.
What about my legs? What about my legs?
Never should have got y'all any money.
y'all know how to appreciate shit.
I should put bear traps out there, cover them in leaves and shit. Be like, my legs! And he's like, yeah, that's right. You got that rusty ass bear trap. Now you gotta get a tetanus shot. And you have to amputate your shit and be like, what's up now, bitch?
In the hospital, like the. See,
Yeah,
that's me.
ER,
That's you're wondering how I got here.
Well, motherfucker.
I'm gonna say, yeah, he was the one seeing him too. He was like, yeah, I'm here to see Dr. Alex. Well.
Y'all went from Canaan folks to bear traps.
I know.
Hey,
I'd be
man.
mad too though. Somebody do something like that on my property.
It's just like I said in the group chat. I was like, "Hey, they ain't got no home training." It's like, how you not gonna respect people's stuff, right? Like that's the biggest problem we have. It's like nobody wants to respect anybody. Nobody wants to, do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody's out to just whatever they're, I don't know, man. It's disheartening to say the least.
I get it. No, I get it. I hate when a dog shit on my own. I'm like, who dog shit on my dog? Like, it's like so nasty.
That's right. Yep. That's where you get
So
those
Zelda-
little like. Oh, go ahead.
So Zelda, let's get to you before we get off the rails. We'll pull Alex back in here. So I'm going to switch to direct, man.
Mhm.
What are you thinking? What are you looking to get, and then what do you hope that'll be a shocking surprise for you, brother?
I think like a shocking surprise would be like Xenoblade Chronicles 4 an announcement.
Really?
Oh shit, I don't think it's gonna be that early, but I feel you though. I feel you.
They announced Metroid Prime 8 years before it came out, but
Yeah, but remember, 4 years of that was a redo.
they announced Starfield got announced 7 years before it came out, right? Like, the game studios aren't beyond doing that, but I hope to see, and that we probably won't, is Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons remaster. Kind of like they did Link's Awakening. I'm really hoping for that. I think we'll probably get a 3D Mario game announcement. I don't know if it'll be a launch title, but I think we'll get an announcement. And I think we'll get the Metroid Prime 2 remaster. They already did 1. There's no reason for them to not do 2. That's the two things I think we'll see.
Okay. Let's just do a collection. Just have 2 and 3 on it.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Well, Gamer already talked everywhere about it, but Alex, what do you think, man?
Man, they need to hurry up and give us a new Animal Crossing. Come on now. It's like that was the one game that like everybody and their mother and their mother's mother played. Like it was the phenomenon of all time when it came to COVID. And everybody like stuck at the house and doing all this stuff. That I've never seen a game hit so many different kinds of people that were even non-gamers playing it. That's the only game they've ever played, and they played it. And I was just like, that was a cultural phenomenon for real. So I was just kind of like, can we please get a Switch 2 update? Like, give us a brand new one and do all that. And then outside of that, I really, 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 really want another mainline Mario entry, because to me, there is no platformer better than mainline Mario entries. They're phenomenal across the board. And I don't know, maybe we could do like a Mario Galaxy, a new one.
Oh yes.
Or something like that would just hit so hard. I think it would be amazing. I agree with a new Smash Brothers. Obviously, there's a new Mario Kart coming. I'm trying to think if there's any IPs that have kind of been left out, and Kid Icarus keeps kind of coming back to me.
We need Star Fox to make a resurgence, man.
I was gonna say Star Fox when I got my chance. I was gonna say about that.
But like if you could get that and maybe like a new Kid Icarus game, kind of coming out where it was like,
I died.
well, I mean, you know what? It's like maybe alternate between Zelda and Icarus, and have them maybe the same similar types of action adventure type games, but like just let's broaden it outside of Zelda, like make another mainline entry out of an established Nintendo IP and like try to do that. So I'm really hoping that they dig deep into the vault, pull some of these older IPs out, modernize them, turn them into like these big budget games, and really give us something unique and different outside of their tentpole franchises currently. Like make new tentpoles.
I agree, 100%, 100%.
Rich Man Ness.
Are you saying something?
I said, Rich Man Ness. What do you think?
I'm probably not as close to IPs as y'all are, so my selection's a little different. I would like to see Hades 2. I've been waiting for that one to come to Switch.
Yeah, that'll definitely be there.
Yeah, so that one's a big one. I loved Hades 1. That was a good game. I would like to see something on Master Chief Collection if they're actually going to do it. That'd be dope if they drop something on that.
What they did they dropped the Halo Master Chief Collection, but then they did a Switch 1 Master Chief.
Getting it. That's the one I'm getting. That's the one I'm getting. If there was ever going to be a Switch 2 console,
not Switch 2 console. I'm talking about Switch 1 console.
What do you mean?
You mean like instead of doing a Switch 2, it's like a Switch. They don't do a Switch 2. They do a Switch 1 of it, not a Switch 2.
No, it's got to be a Switch 2. No, don't put out more skins for the OG Switch. No, we passed that. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. No. And then, well, we got Metroid Prime, so there's no way in the world I'm gonna hear anything about Metroid Dread 2 anytime soon. So, which I would love to see that game. I love Dread. Dread was a great game. But
it was.
It's gonna be a hot minute before we see anything about Dread. So, if I had to put an honorable mention, I would probably say give us a Mega Man game on the Switch too.
Oh yes,
I was gonna say that too.
Great way to get us kickstarted.
Mega Man.
Mega Man. Come on, Mega Man. I said Mega Man 12 probably. No fucking Mega Man Soccer. Maybe another Mega Man Power Fighters.
I need a Mega Man X. I need a Mega Man X9, bro. That cliffhanger has been over 20 years at this point, bro. I'm
take a command mission too.
Command mission too. Mm-hmm.
I didn't like Command Mission that much.
Oh, I like it. It was different.
It was
different.
Mm-hmm. I gotta go back and play it. You know what? I would go back and replay it because when it came out, I was just all into like, okay, mainline Mega Man X or mainline Mega Man. Well, really mainline a Mega Man X game. And then Command Mission's like, huh? I'm like, no.
I think I really liked it because I still like turn-based RPGs, but that was coming off of like the era when we still had a lot of turn-based RPGs, so it just clicked right in. And it was set in the Mega Man X universe. I was like, oh yeah, like if they're gonna do RPG, that's the perfect series to do one in. So
no, I get you on that one.
I loved it.
Anything else in this?
That's it. That's all I got.
Cool. So what I think I might be, so I'm thinking I would love to see, like I said, y'all already said Star Fox and Mega Man. Definitely I would love to see like F-Zero just race down the track, boom, in a brand new F-Zero. And just hear that music and like
what about Pilot Wings?
I like Pilot Wings too. I ain't gonna lie, Pilot Wings is good. I like Pilot Wings. That was only 3 games came out when Super Nintendo did release, but I did get Pilot Wings. Pilot Wings is still fun today. That mode 7 is great. I really think that it has to be something out of the ordinary, like something we haven't even thought about, right? And it's gonna be first party, like Mario game or something like that. It's gonna be something. I think it's gonna be a new IP, a new mainline game from one IP that we never thought about. Like I ain't gonna say Star Fox or Kid Icarus, but something that. Wait a minute, hold on. You know what I like to see here? This is what I thought about it. I would love to see a remix or a remake of Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 in one pack.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Like an HD,
HD pack. Yeah, I love to see something like that.
That's a really good one.
like Donkey, like you know, Ninja Gaiden trilogy. I like to say Donkey Kong trilogy,
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3, and the HD graphics, and you can switch back to the old graphics or something. Or you have y'all seen that Mario 3 remake online that somebody made, but it was like updated and stuff. I like to see something like that. It was like so cool, something like that, you know, because this is Mario's 40th anniversary, and what they start off like, hey, Mario's turning 40. Let's start off with let's go back to the past and like remaking the HD like Mario 1, 2, 3, Super Mario, or remake a super. Think about a remake of Super Mario World.
Yeah, kind of like a new Super Mario All Stars in a sense, kind of like they did back on the Super Nintendo back in the day.
Yeah,
Just updated for like today's. Yeah, no man, yeah.
And then like Super Mario All Stars, and they show it and then reimagine it, and then like do the little graphics and go back and show it in HD, show each game.
Kind of like they did Super Mario RPG. You remember when they did that trailer?
Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just like that. And it's like coming for the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, you know. And on Switch 2, you can do this, do that, do all this and stuff like that. So that's what I'm thinking. And then also, I'm thinking on the Switch 2 Direct next week, I'm thinking about all the games that, you know, backwards compatibility, but there'd be like Switch 2 enhanced games. Like, here's a list of Switch 2 enhancing games, and developers can make your games Switch 2 enhanced with like download and boom, you know, just like PS5 Pro or PS4. When the PlayStation 4 Pro had like updates for their games, they could do the same thing for the Switch. And then turn on that stuff and like all it works 10 times better, and they show it side by side running better.
Yeah, all of them do it now. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't do that.
Right,
That's true. I wouldn't mind seeing like
Super Mario World 2 Warts Revenge.
Some more games come to the Switch where they're. I'd love to see Metaphor Refantasio come to the Switch.
That's what.
That game is incredible.
I told you. I think that's a given. Yeah, that's why I said I didn't buy it on PlayStation, because I'm like, that's type of game. Like, I think I need to play portably. Like, I'll get the best enjoyment out of that.
I ended up buying it on Xbox, yeah, but yeah.
I want to see Gears and Halo on Switch too.
Oh, we're gonna see it, bro. It's only a matter of time.
Dude, can you imagine that? You know how that would change everything? Like, you're like sitting in an airplane, and it's like there's other people with Switches, and you're just like all sitting there playing like Halo or something. Yeah,
overkill, killing.
That would be
the whole plane turns into a cop lobby.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, why not? Right? Like, and it's all near field communication, right? So you're all like there. I don't know. I mean, stuff like that. Like, Nintendo has a lot of potential to really like make stuff like that fun. And it's like, you know, you'd have pick up and play, and it's like, you know, just squat up randomly. I just hope they have a better online scenario in terms of like communication.
Yeah, the infrastructure. Yeah, like they need to get rid of that friend code bullshit. Like it was outdated with the Wii, and it just
Can I get your friend code?
Because it's like one of their issues is they keep trying to be everybody's parent. I'm like, bro, like just. Like, gamers have come a long way for like the last 20, 30 years, man. Like, just let them do what they're gonna do. Like, put parental controls on there and let them handle that. Like, everybody else does it just fine. So just
make sure you turn your phone on so you can chat to people while you're playing your Switch.
Yeah, true. They need to fix the chat. Yeah, they need to fix the chat, and then I would love to see some kind of achievement or trophy system would be cool.
Yep.
And B, some kind of like updated analytics so you can see how long you've been playing games, right? And compare with your friends and all that. Because on Switch right now, you can't see how long you've been playing a game if you haven't played it in a while. You have to pop it in or to pop back up on your profile.
And then sometimes, because what I did when I switched to the Switch OLED for my original Switch, even though I ported everything over, it didn't track my progress. So when I put in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and 3, it didn't show that I'm gonna be playing that thing for like 2 hours. I'm like, that's impossible. I got in like over 2 hours each of those games. So.
Oh mine actually transferred okay.
Yeah, mine's didn't come over. Yeah,
Nintendo be on that Vegas stuff. They don't put no clocks in there, and you walk in 8 o'clock in the morning. You walk out. It's like, what? It's Friday. I was here on Tuesday. How the hell? That's what happens. Like, Nintendo be like, you didn't put 120 hours in this game. Take it out. Be like, damn, I'm 300 hours in this game. When did I play that much?
What they gonna do? Like, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. You don't need another game. These are not the games you're looking for.
I could have swore it's like, you gotta load that bitch in to see, like, manually to see it.
Well, guys, we've land this plane. It's been at 2:52. We had a good time talking about it. Yeah, Nintendo Switch 2 Direct this or today. It was an appetizer. That's all it was. It was surprising things with, we didn't get to talk about Nintendo now or Nintendo Today, the app that just came out. But that's pretty good. Go download that new Nintendo app to give you daily news and stuff on Switch 2 information, Metroid Prime 4. And also, too, the C button has been confirmed by Nintendo in the app on the page. That's crazy. But yeah, next week, we all are gearing up. I'm trying to contain my excitement, guys. Contain your excitement next week because you don't want to go in. We already talked about what we're going to think about, but scrap all that. Just go in with low expectations and prepare to be amazed. Be ready. Have some money in your account to go pre-order because you don't know. They might charge you the full 400 or $50. You don't know. Be ready to pre-order because I think as soon as this pre-order starts today, you gotta go down to GameStop and wait in line. When they're doing it, be on the GameStop, be on the phone, be all that stuff. I'm telling you, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be so. We'll talk about that next week and stuff. How it is, guys. Thank y'all for coming out.
There's one comment that popped up. Somebody asked for Akari Warriors to come out on the Switch too. I think it was Socrates 77. But the problem is that Irem is the IP holder for that. It's not a Nintendo IP.
Correct.
Yeah, but if Irem, but
they still could. They still could.
Yeah, they could do third party because third party is gearing up. If you see Madden release for the Switch, it's over. I mean, it ain't over, but it's a different area. Just think about college football and Madden on the Switch too.
People are going to be walking around with their Switches like it's nothing, like because it's going to be one of those things that they'll be playing all the friggin' time.
Yeah,
I think that's actually really that's a great suggestion, Steve.
All right, guys. So, Gamer, where can everybody find you, brother?
Currently, you can still find me on that cesspool known as X. I don't know why I like swimming around in the pig slot, but I can't help it. I mean, I've got some good friends over there, and you still get to see some interesting stuff. But at the end of the day, be sure to come and check out my content.
And you, Neil Ness, man.
You can find me _Ness _Ness on the Insta Grizzle, and you can find me on YouTube at _Ness. Collect and play the way you want to collect and play games.
Sweet. Zelda.
I mean, I'm Zelda Hat Guy on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I just dropped a video today, and I'm also on Twitch.
Megan.
Catch me on the good old cesspool, as Alice was calling it, Twitter streets. I'll be over there lurking from time to time. IG, YouTube, working on some more content for you guys. Appreciate y'all for coming out. This is Friday's Eve. Friday's Eve. So yeah, we'll be rocking with you guys next. What would that be?
Wednesday.
Tuesday. Wednesday.
No,
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Next Wednesday. Yes,
Yeah.
Next Wednesday. It's going down. That's all I'm telling y'all. It's going down. It's going down.
Saturday. Oh God.
Never prepared.
Why did you have to mention my name after the fact? So I'm like not expecting it.
It was so fun to get your reaction. It's like it's fake.
You can find me. Oh wait, I forgot.
Yep.
You guys have it here. You can. So you can find me with the same name on Instagram, finally, and Twitch as well. I'm still waiting to get back on Twitch till next week because of leveling purposes. I'm not gonna be level 100 on Monster Hunter and stream. I need to be higher level than that. But you guys can follow me on Instagram for any updates or anything, and just the things that I buy that I like to show for no reason. You can also see there as well because this is a backlog.
You said, what's your hunter rank right now?
105, 106.
Oh, you putting in work. Yeah, you putting in work. Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
No, I took 2 weeks off.
I know. I say you put in work. That's work.
2 weeks off.
Because we have the jump coming up, so I need to get to at least 150 at least, so I can feel comfortable. And you need to catch up, Mega, because that new suit that they're gonna release.
Yeah, I was seeing.
You need to be able to fight that monster to get that suit, so we can look like Angemon.
Oh my god, Angemon of all things. It kind of do look like Angemon. Yes.
It's a lot of feathers. It's a cute outfit. I just can't wait to get it. I just need to unnoob myself.
I knew
Sweet.
myself.
And guys, I am Mr. Right Way. Thank y'all so much for just tuning in each week. And I don't know what I got, and I'm not going to Taco Bell tonight. I already bought sushi, so I got a lot of sushi I can eat later on the night. Not no Taco Bell, so y'all.
The Nintendo Switch 2 price just leaked, and it's definitely not what we were
God.
expecting. It's
Shush.
And who is that? No.
Sorry, it's they just leaked the Nintendo Switch price, and I'm trying to find the actual dollar amount.
Oh, okay. We're gonna
I'm
meet you.
about to say, well, damn, shit, brother. I need to know.
Yeah. All right, guys, and we'll be back. Remember, next Wednesday after the Switch 2 Direct that later that night, so we all talk about our feelings. We got feelings about the Switch, and always remember to do it the right way. See y'all next time.